I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated oporombium and amounting to sadomasochisms. Acrimony and chaos in our community. It was a contumelous stratagem by political jobbers to siphon monies. We suffer what we call political axivia neonantorum. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei.
Presa ma wo wakaye no bozi nti yen stroke kwasia shwa yetia so presa the waka no osro so no afi we yen ton kwasia ba before then aba dance pata party wunya ho snake and sons wo one in the back onuba snake and sons wo one in the back wo one in the back adole snake and sons wo one in the back onuba snake and sons, what one in the back, what one in the back, onufu kebi,
so that me who Ghana ne dear, who is the guy and Fred with this year, or maybe a sick crack or trashing, how may I be a sin, a crack or ringing, huh? Committee, and now I walk a club back or take her. Get so one man me, and then one side away, I'm so free back.
Snake and sons, what one in the back, what one in the back, onuba snake and sons, what one in the back, what one in the back, adole snake and sons, what one in the back, onuba snake and sons, what one in the back, what one in the back, onufu kebi, onufu Snake and sons, what one in the back, onuba snake and sons, what one in the back, what one in the back, adole snake and sons, what one in the back, onuba snake and sons, what one in the back, what one in the back, onufu kebi,
Badidium, and one semayadi. Number 2, the sons who yamo bag, I made besi dema, men wa money and a calipo B. Badidium, and one semayadi. Number 2, the sons who yamo bag, I made besi dema, men wa money and a calipo B. Badidium, and one semayadi. Number 2, the sons who yamo bag, I made besi dema, men wa money and a calipo B.
So when you come, Kokoda, say what you know when you come to a coalition center, Nakobo electoral commission for home by the MIA. So when you come, Kokoda, say what you know when you come to a coalition center, Nakobo electoral commission for home by the MIA. So when you come, Kokoda, say what you know when you come to a coalition center, Nakobo Electoral Commission for home by the MI.
All right, good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect. It's exactly 4:31 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. I know it's 8:31 in Ghana. Welcome to the most authoritative political talk show on the planet. We are live on TV. We are live on radio. We are live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. Tonight, you can watch this show live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Loud Silence TV on YouTube, also live on Facebook. Search for With Audio Respect page on Facebook. With Audio Respect page on Facebook. We also streaming live on radio. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store, download Loud Silence Radio. You get us live this evening. Our app is blazing and right app. We're also live on iOS or on Apple. You can go to the App Store, download Loud Silence Radio. You get us live tonight. I'll be live. You can hear me live. If you're driving or you don't want to watch the screen, you can listen to the radio through your headphones. We're also live on TV, on multi-TV. Tonight, we are in 22 African countries, including Ghana. Tonight, if you are in Ghana, if you're in West Africa, you are in Africa, if you have a multi-TV decoder or a digital TV, search for Loud Silence TV. You get us live. I'll be on your screen. Booyah. You see me speaking on your screen. Tonight's show is dedicated to the NPP primaries. As you can see on the screen, NPP primaries, Kennedy Agyapong is reaping what he sowed. And what has Kennedy done today? What did he do in the past? Why is he experiencing what he's experiencing today? Why are people in his own party trying to use his own words against him? Does he deserve it? Is it right? Some people deliberately decided to destroy the integrity of Kennedy Agyapong? Let's look at the NPP's primaries. After the primaries, are they going to come back together as a political party to sell a candidate to us? Are we going to take their word? Are we going to remind them of the things they are saying today? These are questions that ordinary Ghanaians are asking on the streets of Ghana. And tonight we'll take our time, break it down more, point out the facts, and also make sure you watching me across the world, especially in Ghana, you have a clear understanding of what is happening. Tonight's show is packed. So many things on the menu tonight. We also have issues on armed forces, the Ghana military. They are about to employ about 12,000 people. Erastus Aridonko has been recognized by UTAG. We have the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, speaking today on deportees. Deportee, I'll call you. I'm sorry. Deportee, the one and only deportee of Ghana in New York City. I'll call you deportee. We also talk about Mahmoud Bawumia's statement on some projects that he believes that the NDC are supposed to complete. Projects that they started, the NPP started. We would talk about Bawumia's comment. We also have stories on Yoni Kulendi, the Supreme Court Judge Godfrey Dame is trying to drag down with him. We will speak briefly on DSTV because it's not very important, and also issues concerning the female student who was molested by her assistant headmaster. A member of parliament yesterday made a very derogatory statement concerning that video. He has come out to apologize. We will play that video and react to it. Also, other few stories that needs attention. And you show me the Kevin Ekobedu Taylor show no and I so no Jumadi we etwegu we asa for na TV so radio so Facebook YouTube any eye baby a ohwe me free bia Jumadi bia Ghana amanyo sam any nsama ehia ehon sam na asebio ye kirikire mu ha omo ambo mechi dom no ye from the ghost team omo na kirikire nsam no e de asram se membra na me bedwudwam na Ghana for enhu de eko ewo Ghana intede nwumbre adwumadie na wo hwe no efa eye MPP eye omo primaries omo beko akwakoyi Frankatunia obedi party nim eba election 2028 na munyina munim nsema ekoso MPP musisia nsem ya ye ketia titru Kennedy Agyapong ono so kan omati omhosi wo se omo be pre eye de Franka no de kodi MPP nim come 2028 general elections no na nsem bebre koso nsem a ye ketia Kennedy Agyapong and do hwa da pono so a eye ne tipo no ye say Kennedy Agyapong sebio ogu eduaba bi a afina ende otwa sa eduaba nana Kennedy eye emre bi atwam ogu eduaba bi a afina otwa nipa bi kan nsem bi tia Kennedy sebio yebusa in some of Kennedy because of person flag bearer. Any sebio nipe bi omo party no a omati omutimu pose omobegu nipe bi hu fin because omo pese omo candidate win no. Question ayebusa ne say omo ye primaries ni wia omo nyina besa aba back abeka kire say omo no mo ye nyansafo no na ye nto aba ma omo ana we eye asembisa ye bebusa MPP eye amanyoko no ende nwumbre ye bedwudwum ye be kirekirim ama Ghana fo ehu no kure no wo Ghana na wo hwe me nwumbre ya medini kavene ko be rutila me na me bodwuma de wo chia me nsem bebregu pono so a ende nwumbre ye bedwudwum ye beka nsem afa eye abrayo a na ote headmaster bi na so a video ba abontin a endra ye ka ho asem eye MP a react no wasa aba abepa acho ye bebo video natural na sebio de wo no yakafa ho eye Ghana Armed Forces so ye wo mon nsem a ye beka na wo ha nwumbre DSTV ho nsem wo ho Erastus so na ho nsem kakra wo ha deportees ho nsem sebio bogus ayabo mo de o maba Ghana United States ede bogus bi aba Ghana no President Mahama eka ho asem nde ende ye bedwudwa sansem nim nsem so efa Yoni Kulendi Supreme Court judge ba ko a ende MPP fo abo mutirimu po na nado danko ekufu ado one ne nkwara omudi nechi a Godfredame ene die nim o former attorney general no omo pese omugu papa no hu fi no omo twe no ekwohye gatem no eno so yedu ha ye bedwudwam ama Ghana fo ehu no kure no nsam na bo ape so edoso ye benya time ni adwudwam ama Ghana fo nyina ehu no kure no nti enyubre wo hwa me afra unua na unua so mfre ni nua na onka nche ni nua se Kevin Taylor ba oba Facebook a nipa bebre wo ho oba YouTube a nipa bebre na ehwe eyedwumade we adekudi enti ahu nipa bebre wo ha no se eyedwumade bi a sebio de akirekire ma na de ka no ha no eno ene to asomu yemfa sebio nokure no ensie de ye no ha se eye nokure no ene ebie so ema Ghanafo ehu enti wo hwe me nkwara ni penifo ene di patitro mo Ghana de metuma kan se dwumade bi a yensam no aya na edum pempenso bi a anase embre bi a ana ano den undi infie du watwe eye 18 years a dwumade we nya dwumade sebio kope eye adefoforo bi hwa sebio omo ye nkwara na ehwe na se obese ohwa dwumade we na wagye pene se obehwa oso tie ase se wosom sebio de wosom kire ene sebio wankasa udibire ene sebio wankasa wo hwe wo ho no oso gitum se wedi infie du watwe ansana wahwe dwumade we ye kan sama ano den embre bi tubi duru dwumade we mu ye tubi di atam enti we de ye di nka ba okoko mema obi nkotena bebi nka se dwumade we de ye di atam wum ye di nka mo ate ase se it is a political size movie it is a blue film it is a size film it is a porn aha no undi 18 na untimi ntena ha politics mu size movie enti yesrew ohwe na se wani so ade ene waso Andrew 18 years a men ji pene se obehwe dwumade we because aha ye ka ensam akese ena sebio yedwudwa nsemu ema Ghanafo nyina ehu no kure no omo a mohwe enyumbrei ewo ewiasa fande mu nyina no on Facebook no mehu nipa bebre on YouTube no mehu nipa bebre on YouTube I can see Rhoda Bolly Alabi watching me tonight. Thank you very much Rhoda for being here this evening. Also Fred K Kwao Brooks is live on YouTube tonight. I can see Naz live on YouTube. Ajua Mawanyo is live on Facebook. Opoku Joseph is live on Facebook this evening. Opoku Bedasi Saodia Toha Inbre. Jiwonu Ya is also live watching me this evening. Abraham Odate is live on Facebook. Guku Williams is live on Facebook tonight. Vida Noshi is watching me. Vida Noshi is watching me tonight. Also Mihu Wisdom Ellie Kojo Hammond live on Facebook. On YouTube, so many people online tonight. YouTube Mihu Emmanuel Costa watching me this evening. Thank you very much, Emmanuel, for being here. Jemima is live on YouTube. Idrisu is live on YouTube tonight. Perez Nyame is live. Kenneth Oklu is also watching me this evening. Felix Abuku is also live on YouTube. Also, Charlotte is watching me. Perez is live again. TKB is live on YouTube tonight. Haruna is live. Jemima is live. Nash is live. Emily Nola is watching me live on YouTube this evening. Facebook for us, they are online. Every single person okuta akumapa why not say Obetie Nukreno is here this evening watching this show tonight. Mama and Francisca so na yendwum ede na ekoso amente ya nipa bi ekekansem sansem no krampo no me ekobedu mente ye. All right, ede na ekoso konkonsa otawa na. Na question person mebusa Ghana for no is simple. In fact, question is simple. Mahama NDC omo opposition no mesremo omo hye obi abose omoba DSTV ntina muntu abama omo ana. A simple question. A simple question. A question a we Ghana ni na okoto aba 2024 ewo a year polling station bia o Ghana. A simple question na mibusa o. Why na Ghana 2024 okojina a year ballot box on to aba because of DSTV? I think say there are so many reasons in Janko for to aba. And I don't think say DSTV is part of the reason here. You the mandate Emma NDC are buying say omombra no medi Ghana so. Me ma me bia oti asankregwa anadwe a ohwe me. Okodwa so. Me no kan eye chamber hall mu no te. One ne mba mienu. Baako apasi ade beko university. Aban we say onko university first year ontua hwe. Ama ma me no wa henha ne kakra. Second born so eco nursing training. Aban say akra ne nursing training si ono so no first year no aban say den obefo free because ono so no aban afa sa ika no ama ma me no sebio obi besie ne ho ahenha no na ma me we ankasa so me no woka sei imbre bi na aduane boarding pa na okodwa so a anaso kofa nwomo techi mana na ne dwetre da ho ontumi mpo emfa eye de emukonku baako ende oba otumi fa enwoma ema ne dwetre ne kakra emfa so be da so because nyoma bo aba form sa ma me no nyoma ekoye nkakra ma no ma me ya me no woka sei eye ego na ne kanea engina so okodwom na oba opensunyunu kakra kora nom ordinam bia hye frigim obeba na nam na sei ende me no ka sei for 9 months ne kanea gina so ne nam nyina ekeki enti eduane bia ensei e wo frigim sama mi aso me no ka sei eye aban we a make sure say since say aban we e baaye o hwe eye den Ghana sikasam ntotoye a sebio ende ukọ banka interest rate na eda eye besia ma me koji wo bank so ende ya teso ama na ba forma eye den eye insihu a eda eye loan ma me koji no sa insihu no aye den ate aba form question am ibusan say odwinsa na dwi meti hei sa ma me no a otie mi ana sa kapinteni na otie mi fitani na otie mi no minua na ana me cousin bia na me wofa bia owo eye asankrikwa kurase anase owo oboase kurase bi anase owo ekuro bi mu ekuro kiti obi mu no odwense otwen se me ba beka DSTV asama kire no da bi if you say we Ghana for 99.999% omkoto aba 2024 in fact almost every single person obi any wa okoto aba because of DSTV. Technically we are not supposed to waste time on something that is not important. And I say this in a very simple way. You wasted ended the whole day on an unnecessary conversation. And I say unnecessary conversation because yeti kronimuma sebio nyoma pa ekoswa ebesisa nipa brabo. Your media houses were Ghana. In nyoma ekosu sisiano, they have failed to speak on it to help change the lives or change Edian abrabwa ewo Ghana nipa dodua omo ho kire omo a omokoto den omokoto aba afite senne na yefre bibi haircut na ye maame nom ye maame omo ye teacher fo omo ye police fo omo akọ army mu omo de musika ma aban bo aban besia sa aban fan di djuma na busumi bia na aban emomo Edian faso kakra no NPP aban ji sa sika nyina di ye ma ye nananom ye bra mo ye wofafo bi ewu femu ende sa haircut ni nyina ni ho bond holders ende me no ka say ende amam for snit omunim say e protected sa nyoma we nyina media ne ja to sa nyoma we nyina media ne ja to enra why basenteli ye hu say ende yetumi de eye den eye kube ne ho no etumi ye e de bidie edu soja ye on brante bebre wo Ghana omu pe adwuma sa nyoma ni nyina ye ja to and a whole day or a whole week MDC are buying an NDC party in opposition. No, I didn't hear anybody speak on I did a friend DSTV. Nipa omo Ghana. You need even more than 2% of we use DSTV. And so ye jai Ghana in summer e koso. In suya MPP beye galam say no. Awofo sebio omo pe sebio omomba enya eye SS akọ sebio anya school akọ ye jai sa asem na to ende ekuafo mo ho kire mo a aban epe kwan bi so abo mo ye jai sa asem na to ho ye sin nsuo sei wo Ghana if you say aban bi bae na galam say to ende ahemfo ahema the whole Ghana ye nsuo one shot in fear no mechi yenya nsuo no ye jai saa asɛm no ato hɔ MPP aba bae omontumi nsi apomden hospital baako a oba tan ko mu ekɔgye awo aban bi aba ema aban ne sɛ hospitals a ɛwɔ hɔ no obesi bi aka ho de ogya wɔ hɔ a MPP ntumi bie no obebie saa nsɛm na ehia sɛ Ghana ni a ɔkɔto aba no ye gya ɛno ato hɔ ɛna wokɔ a mmrantie bi ne mbabaawa sɛ yɛngya Ghana problems na aban ne solve no na de ehia ɔmo paa ne DSTV. That is the problem. That is the problem. Into who platform me and a media house be say Joy News. Airwaves na say airtime no omo wasting nyina de ka DSTV asem na anyanya bia Ghana for be 90% amohwɛ me amokoto aba DSTV sa acronym DSTV no motiase dabi efie sign na wa asantime mu a DSTV wom okɔ bantama efie sign na DSTV wom okɔ asenkregwa efie sign na DSTV wom na DSTV na de na yema Ghana ni ɛdeɛ mfasoɔ ɛna DSTV de ma Ghana ni ɔkɔto aba 2024 ɔmo kɔ star line ɛyɛ wo ɛne ɔmo akanyina ɔmo kɔ star line wɔ Ghana kɔto aba ɛdeɛ mfasoɔ ɛdeɛ njinaso ntina woto aba na DSTV ka ho ana. These are questions we need to be asking. Is the media failing? And I say a deliberate to distract the system out of pain. And I say a yaw etia ni pebi into ni pese a triana. What is not relevant, we want to make it relevant. Because send ocho mic. Nasa uku ramala tamaketa. 99% of my before they don't fucking care about DSTV. Ekuafua omo afenyo mark in constituency and almost omunsu say ewo winiba. Omo mugu omo to abama afenyo mark 99.99% obienwa or care about DSTV. The minority in parliament 87 MPs na yade omane show munsa for 8 years in kwasiafo ye ne almost say they are talking DSTV and at the end no oko omo constituency the people there 99% of them they don't know what DSTV is. So how did we black out the problems the government is solving and to spend the whole week on DSTV? DSTV is like Loud Silence TV. It is a media entity. DSTV, majority of its workers are not even Ghanaians. DSTV, top management. Unya Ghana 4-5 are more top management. Every single cent DSTV makes in Ghana today is going to France. DSTV, a company, will be private company. It is a Jata Cement. It is a Kwame Despite company. It is a Obi. Menawakasiya, why you to Yedi Ghana airspace in Yama DSTV. Oko Joy News, because there's nothing to talk about. They don't have anything on the government. You know, the owner of DSTV, Menoka say he's on some island with his family, and so NPP did not parliament now. All your argument for DSTV, you know, the constituents omunyansio nom. The CEO of DSTV, as I speak to you now, might be on holidays. But Afenyo Markin, who is the minority leader and supposed to be leading 87 pigs to fight for Omunsio, to fight for School Papa, to fight for Ekwainpa, to fight for Impuntio from constituency, they have left it. And their main focus is DSTV. So you see, the media, some of the media is a problem. And you see, that is what I'm saying, we should not, as a nation, allow some people to take us for granted. Most of these people doing these things because they know the government is delivering. So, Obi sorry, then okay, say mekoto DSTV decoder a your personal decision. It wasn't the decision of the government. And so be sorry no pass mekoto bie ana star ana club anum. It is their personal decision. Star na eko mu widie mu no. Ana wi na wakoto na eko ni widie mu no. At the end of the day, A your one consequence. The better and consequences the better your one also deal with it. So our salary 1,000 Ghana. That's I will say. Our salary no be 800 Ghana. At the akoto DSTV. Asher man to be at the end of the day, no consequences. No personally you deal. And you want a new deal. And you meme problem. So why should we today sit on TV? The reason why today we are all screaming, majority of the media, specifically Joy News, on my imagining say, let us divert attention. Let us try and look like say, say DSTV should bar, obi betwetia NDC. Me Jimmy. Kosha NDC manifesto nim. The only thing NDC promised Ghanaians when it comes to telecommunication, in fact, I'm talking about the only thing that stands out, a data reduction. And I'm going to say NDC about power, how much data so with that, when you go into the manifesto, they have delivered. But there was nowhere in the NDC manifesto where Omoka say, when we come to power, we are going to reduce the price of DSTV. And that if we don't do it, the whole Ghana, we should all fight the NDC. Are we stupid? Are we stupid? Are we just stupid? My advice to the communications minister is simple. You see, when you go on Twitter, when you go all these places and they are speaking DSTV, even Joy News, right? Those journalists sitting on Joy News or reporters, whatever they call themselves, 99% of journalists at Joy News, they don't have DSTV at home. I'm telling you. Their salary cannot support DSTV. 99% of the journalists or reporters at Joy News, multimedia, they don't have DSTV at home. They watch TV. Omwangasa a multi-TV. And no more share. So you ask yourself, why should media houses dedicate all their time? What the communication minister said was simple. We are in government. Obia sami hiaye. Juma ye kasi ye bedino ye di. Now there's DSTV. The government feels, the minister feels to say, DSTV, their operations, a lot of Ghanaians subscribe to DSTV. So DSTV, why don't you look into this matter and drop the price a little bit for those who have decided voluntarily to purchase DSTV decoder? The Minister of Communication or whatever, he is not under any law. Nobody in Ghana. He is not under any law to do anything about DSTV. It is a gesture. The minister felt, say, okay, if I have the chance to do it, if my office I occupy, I can do something about it. Try and negotiate for my people. Why not? But Obienu Obetima the minister changing and say DSTV no teso because Sabio kwasi ampenyi bi oto DSTV o Ghana no eye ne pe e no koto DSTV e de se wakoto wi na wonom e de se wakoto club beer na wonom so usika nso a eye de na wakoto ye usika besunti na wakoto ye. So I will advise the communication minister say, if Ghanaians are almost DSTV feel so entitled and they are not happy about the deal he has been able to secure, the minister should nicely call DSTV and tell them that DSTV, in fact, as a minister, my job is not even to negotiate on behalf of DSTV subscribers. I was trying to do what? I was trying to be nice. I was trying to, at the end of the day, the people who have subscribed to your channels, I was trying to say if I can help them for you to drop the prices. But I feel majority of the DSTV subscribers, they feel comfortable or they are okay with what they are paying. If I'm the minister, you just tell DSTV you are sorry and that they should stick to their basics. Whatever they were charging, they should stay with it. Nobody can do the minister anything. Nobody in Ghana can say, hey, minister, why did you go and tell DSTV that they should keep charging 870? Because at the end of the day, Obia or DSTV, the NDBA or the hotel, if you no one decided say, Obega ko DSTV because GBC or GTV or why do you think say Joy News Multimedia, they are not rather promoting multimedia, the decoder, no, and they are so crazy on DSTV? It is because it's against the minister. All the people we are seeing, Kofi Tonto, Kofi Bentel, some conform to the TV who are going after the minister. It is because in their head, the minister is a small boy. They feel, say, he's too young to occupy that position. So it is more of a personal thing. You see, what you see on TV now and what the things they are saying about the minister, let me tell you for a fact. On Saban Webayano, they started with Sami Jemfi. And these are people who were very vocal when the NDC were in opposition. They did not allow these people who are attacking them today to have a free ride. So you see the Sami Jemfis, they were using facts to counter these Kofi Tontos, Kofi Bento, Kwame Sefokan, Kweku Bakus. They stood still. They used the facts. They were vocal. Sam George was very vocal when it came to issues about communication. Sam George, at a point, when it came to anti-LGBTQ issue, he was very vocal. There are so many people who hated them because they stood up to the government of Akufo-Addo. Okudzeto Ablakwa was very, very strong. He was firm when it came to monitoring the president's travels and how the president was using and wasting money. So what you are seeing, you are going to see a lot of it. And most of the people who are attacking these people, they are the old people who feel, say, why didn't I get the position of these kids when I was at their age? When you listen to them, it is not even about the issue, because the honest truth is, who the fuck cares about DSTV? Who the fuck cares about DSTV? What is DSTV to Atajwa or Wasangregwa? What is DSTV to Eno Boatma or T Ayadian for Subabia or Norton and Yadwa? What is DSTV to Livingston Auno? Or what is DSTV to them? It is nothing. But when it comes to data, I just say the minister was able to negotiate for data. Data is a necessity. DSTV is not a necessity. So if the government of the day, another minister, if he had failed to negotiate with MTN and the telcos to give Ghanaians better deals when it came to data, I would have been disappointed. But the minister was able to negotiate for data to be reduced. So that one as a necessity, because mami bi oti sirim oton edien sogum sa mami no o use phone e de friend ba e de send momo e de into that mami ni here data. Into negotiation efa data hono, I stand say it is a necessity. So with that, you can challenge the minister, and he basically excelled in that. So why should anybody who is reasonable say I've been to school, I am intelligent, and you spend hours on TV across the nation? Why? Because DSTV. How many people watching me tonight have DSTV? 99% of people who go and buy DSTV decoder, it's all because they want to watch Premiership. That's all. They want to watch La Liga. Most of the channels now with DSTV, 99% of them are all repeated channels. They are repeated shows. The content are repeated. Go to their National Geographic channel. Go to their movie channel. It's the same. They don't show any extraordinary thing. The majority of people are almost Premiership. No? Choosing DSTV is a decision you make. It is not the government's burden. So Sam George Soriano Pado releases statement or catch a Ghana for say, you know what? My responsibility is to make sure that as a communications minister, data is cheap, and I have done it. As a communication minister, the internet is safe, and I'm doing it. As a communication minister, cyber security, we are protected as a nation. As a communications minister, my job does not cover reduction or trying to negotiate for the reduction of DSTV subscription. So I am sorry to DSTV and Ghanaians. I don't want to be part of it. Are you going to install the minister? You have nothing to say. You have nothing to say. That's all. So I don't get it. Then you go to Joy News. And then, yeah. Then you go on Joy News. And then you see somebody like Kofi Kapito. He's sick. He's going to die. He's sick. He's struggling to survive. They see people like Sami Jemfi. Yatina Ghana ha. Na ye ni bibi a friend gold board ne bi si da. Na ye testy gold board mpon say ya testy bibi a friend gold board ama ne faili da. The job description of gold board they be in Ghana da. The first time I need a gold board, and the first time I did Sami Jemfituano, but you saw the commentary that came. It wasn't because of the gold board, it was because of the person that you didn't see. No. Some people in Ghana felt to say, oh, a small boy. Why? This boy was too loud when MPP and NDC were in opposition. Why should he be given a position? It wasn't about the gold board, which they know that gold board was basically going to protect our natural resource. Gold board was going to try and stop through its measures. Galamsey illegal mining will not be attractive to other people doing illegal mining to get black gold. Gold board was going to put rules and regulations in place whereby gold that were being smuggled out of the country, our borders will be so tight to the point people will be forced to sell the gold to the government. Gold board was in to make sure our gold gets value. But what the conversation wasn't about that. The conversation was Sami Jemfi. That is where we are. Then we moved to Okudjato Ablakwa as the foreign affairs minister, another young person. And then it started. Okudjato Ablakwa, the pain is because Okudjato Ablakwa was checking the Kufuor's government. Under the leadership of Okudjato Ablakwa, who was appointed by John Dramani Mahama, restriction that was placed on so many countries around the world by the United States. Okudjato Ablakwa and his boss John Mahama have been able to sit with the American government, whether a deal or no deal, for such a huge restriction to be lifted. He gets the credit for that. Some people are just pained. Why? Because it is Okudjato Ablakwa. It is that guy who exposed the Kufuor's foolishness. It is that guy Okudjato Awunenino Awunenia Buana or me who se Kufuor with Jimmy nor rented jet or so per jet shower room. Why should he be given? Why should he even do that? But the business community, the international community, the people who are into travel, the people who are doing diplomacy, they know the positive impact of trying or having a restriction like that lifted from your country. Go around the African nation. They are asking him, how did you do it? And these are things. So you jump and you come to Sam George. Sam George, we will destroy him. So you see, failures like Kofi Kapito, failures like Kofi Bentel, failures in the MPP. These people, you see them are DSTVD. They are all old people. They could not achieve anything in their life. They look at these young men and what these people have been able to do to get to this position. It hurts them. It is pain, a yow, a hatred. So you see them all jump on the boat. Who the fuck cares about DSTV? In 2016, Kofi Kapito and his chicks, his fools, his dogs were on the street camp demonstrating. What were they demonstrating about? They were demonstrating, one, for good water. Two, they were demonstrating for the dollar to come down. They were demonstrating for against corruption. They were demonstrating to get a government in that will steer the affairs of this government, this country. They were demonstrating that people should take control and that things they did not see right are supposed to be fixed. That was why Kofi Bentel, a dog like that, was on the street with Kenoforiata, with Kofi Bentel, and those useless people. Why are they today concerned more? Their concern is about DSTV and not what we are looking at, the interventions the government has put in place. Why do you think their priority now is DSTV and not this government coming to power 9 months, the dollar dropping from 17, almost 18 to 12? Why are they not worried and saying that what magic is this government doing? Our debt has reduced. Today, as I speak to you, inflation in Ghana, single digit inflation. We are sitting in Ghana discussing DSTV. So you see, Jimmy, it is pain. It hurts them. When I come to Ghana, I don't give a fuck about DSTV. The only time I remember when I heard DSTV, maybe at Chelsea, Manchester. That is the only time I recognize DSTV. But DSTV, what does it do for me as a Ghanaian? What does it do for me? It does nothing. So why should we sit and make it look like DSTV's issue is a national issue? The minister, was trying a very decent, humane gesture. Or say, this is my position. Let me try and see if I can help Ghanaians who are paying so much for this TV subscription to go down. That's all. It's not John Mahamadi Ejumama Sam George one for DSTV responsibility and count. So I don't even know why Sam George is trying to go on radio to defend himself on this. If I was Sam George, I'll put a statement out. If you're a DSTV subscriber and you want to pay the old subscription fee, pay. I have done what I can do. Finito. If you feel like you have the money to pay what you used to pay, pay. Among folk of airplane, your economy, your premium plus, your DND, your first class, your business. You choose the Obeto. Obi to me to the DSTV or Tinifie and or share the or her toys. One also want to and also subscribe to DSTV. Why should Sam George carry that burden? So to me, I am angry because Sam George is trying to overhelp, wasting energy on people who are stupid and don't even know their priority. These same fools who are on TV speaking and saying, Sam George, DSTV, tomorrow they'll come and tell you we want to protect local content in Kwasiafo. You are here fighting for DSTV and you want to protect local content. How do you do that? This is my problem with these idiots. Inti, you should not be surprised because met my catch on authority. 90% of the people watching me tonight, and because of DSTV, no. Kevin, Ghana, catch there. And the Chinese for see China Mall around the nation. Every single place you go in Ghana, there's a China Mall. The vice president na no Pokwajiman Okwa Santimemu, a hona Ghana yedivya kesiye, a da sebi onkosi yesi, na ye man ko tim didwa, na omoso etumi ensa koma no, ye ja edwane guo na airpro. Oba tanya or your vice president say, those markets needs to be open. As we sit, Ubetuma Kain, a China Mall say what Kumasia, a said local market. We are sitting here discussing fucking DSTV. Who cares about DSTV? The moment you leave the shores of Africa, DSTV is shit. You have no idea. Nobody knows DSTV when you leave Africa. What is DSTV? What is DSTV? Sam George was trying to help you people. So we cannot make it look like that. These people on TV now are a minority. We don't agree, and that we have summoned the minister and DSTV. The stupidity of it. The stupidity of it. We want DSTV, NCA, and the minister to come to parliament. They are wasting our resources. Minority Jimmy. Why are you summoning DSTV? Why should a Ghanaian waste their time on DSTV? Then a DSTV contribute to your national budget. DSTV then of the Magana. A people's choice. So Okona koto DSTV decoder to so koto condom. Either say obeshe now about prevent pregnancy and diseases, and also obeshe no and also benya yare. Two things. Choices. So koto DSTV decoder and now pay subscription subscription. To say koto condom. There are two reasons or so many reasons there to condom. The main reasons here two. Say obeshe na obano nyinseng on nyinseng and na two odebabo ho ban every yare ho. That's the two reasons in theater condom. You can also choose not to buy condom and then go the hard way and face the consequences. So at this point, majority of the people have decided to take the hard way by subscribing to DSTV. Pay the money. So if the minister is trying to help and the DSTV guys are saying we cannot do anything about it. In fact, Mr. Minister, in fact, we know we operate in your country. We have a license. We know you are trying to fight for your people to drop the price, but we cannot do anything. The minister says, oh, thank you. I'm sorry. My people, I did my best though. You know me. I'm paid as a normal civil servant. I'm in the office. You voted me into office. In fact, DSTV negotiation is not part of it, but I tried. Mr. Minister, you walk away. That is what I want Sam George to do. Walk away. If any Ghanaian feels They still want to pay 870, whatever. They don't want to downgrade, whatever. Just pay what you were paying, because before Sam George came to talk about DSTV, you people were paying. So what is the confusion here? Sam George, bed, sleep. Enough of the talking. Please let them go and pay what they were paying. In fact, if Sam George and Coach Nambe release a very decent, straightforward statement, Ghanaians, I apologize for trying to negotiate on your behalf. Ghanaians who are subscribed to DSTV, not all Ghanaians, so Ghanaians or DSTV subscribers in Ghana, myself, the minister, and my ministry, we are very, very sorry for trying to negotiate on your behalf. At this point, we believe that most of you subscribers still want to stick to the old paying system or payment system. And we believe that what we tried to do was to save you a little bit of money. By just looking like the controversy surrounding this conversation is making it look like we are interfering in DSTV's work. So we as a ministry, we want to focus on the main job, our core mandate. And that is protecting your security, protecting your cyber security, protecting your telecommunication, protecting your data, making sure you pay less for the... Please. So I really appreciate your effort and all the statements coming in. Thank you, Honorable Sam George. See, the next morning you go to cabinet and meet your Mr. President. What are we doing as communication ministry? This is what I have done. What is this brouhaha? What is all this nonsense? There are 99% of Ghanaians almost DSTV that already on DSTV. Oh, to Ghana to see another winning Jibo one. What DSTV yet? You can stream every movie on YouTube, on your phone. On your phone, on your phone as a Ghanaian, you can watch DSTV. You can watch DSTV. You can watch YouTube. Every movie you want to watch, you subscribe and you watch. On your phone, you don't need DSTV. Even the league, the Premiership, you can watch the Premiership. I have this app on my phone. This app. What's the name of the app? It's called what? What's the name? It's called Huba. Huba. That's where I watch my Premiership. Majority of the time, I'm playing soccer. Normal Premiership. I watch it on the field. I don't even stay home to watch Premiership on my TV. So what is the big deal that the whole day, say day, no, Joy News. See the time DSTV released a statement. After they released the statement, 3 minutes later, they released another message. You watch Joy News, you're like, they have put letters or statement and saying, look at the time frame. The first letter statement from DSTV was at 1:25. Now, when you move forward by 1:28, DSTV released another statement. Now, when you look at the word and I say, hey, you people get time. You people get time. Jimmy. Majority of the media in Ghana are waste. Bernard Avle. Now, I say time only Bibiaka, because the government is working. There are no faults. They don't have any scandal. They can't do jandam because we are here. Until they are stuck. They are looking into, and the Ghanaians should be angry at NDC government because DSTV anti so more bottom. Sometimes I feel bad for Sam George. You see, Sam, let me tell you, the office you occupy, Ghana for you are not working for DSTV subscribers. Oh. The energy you are wasting granting interview because of DSTV, you are basically wasting our resource. You could have put that energy into something else. What you tried to do with DSTV was a gesture. From tomorrow, you can release a statement and say, whatever we have had with DSTV, whatever conversation, it stays here. Whatever statement released, DSTV subscribers, you can take it or leave it. That's all. When you go to DSTV office to go buy your DSTV, whatever, the price is there. Pick which one you can pay and move. And I think Ghana na Jimmy, you wasted time. The minority, they have a lot of time on their hands. I'm telling you, the NPP as a political party, they have so much time on their hands. They don't have anything to do. Because you gave them 8 years, they wasted the 8 years. So they feel, say, any nonsense. Let me tell you something about multimedia and specifically Joy News. They are sustaining Joy News. was one, jandam that was covered or packaged like truth, and answer no cray. Now their problem is that they believe, say, how they used to carry themselves in the media space as Joy News, or multimedia, that thing that they had, it is gone. It now, they were expecting Senka NDC bar power, the NDC was going to use them to rebrand them. And how do you rebrand them? By, at the end of the day, the government falling for them and paying for them to do the government bidding. Now, you see, this government is doing what is right. So this government does not need to pay any media house to go and tell its story for the government. The government story is being told through the job of the government or the work the government is doing. Now, Joy News and multimedia, right now, their agenda is say they want to use sensationalism, sensational stories to be relevant again, and it's not working. There be a documentary about Galamsey. There be a documentary about something. They are trying to get the attention of the Ghanaian who today knows to say Joy News is fake news, multimedia is fake news. And see, they are doing everything possible. That's why the last time I told Abanwe, don't give them any money. All that they are doing, they want people to come and give them money. Don't give them money. They can spew the nonsense. They can reframe the stories. They can tag the government. We are Ghanaians. We know what we see. We know how we felt in 8 years and how we are feeling today. Nobody in the NDC government should give any money to multimedia or join you. Don't give them. What they are doing, then the government will quail and say, at this point today, we need Joy News. From the way they are giving us pressure, they are not doing anything. Do not give them any money. I know what they are doing. The advancement says Kojo Yangsons and tell Kojo Yangsons Mubejina catch say John Mahama is saying they are buying illegal gold. So it is all about they are not fitting in the competition. Media General has set the standard. After Loud Silence Media General has set the standard in Ghana. They are trying everything possible to fit in. And they are not fitting in. So they have dwelled on sensationalism. And they try to always make nothing look like something. This DSTV story, media house you will not spend more than an hour on it. Why? The NDC government should not pay a dime to Joy News. They are criminals. They are thieves. They don't have the numbers. They don't have the credibility. They are not fearless. They are not. They are money takers. They are extortionists. That is what Joy News represents. They want to extort from politicians. And the strategy they do, and then they say, they can pick a story. You see, since the NDC bar power, suddenly, Joy News have no story, only Galamsey. Ask yourself why. Because they know, say, every sector of the economy, the NDC is performing. Now, that Ejuma Ekufuad Mobeye, the aftermath of Galamsey for 8 years, they know, say, the Galamsey fight, you cannot use 1 year or 2 years to fight. So that is easy for them. And it's not the piano. They spend about 70% of their airtime. Let Ghanaians think. Say, right now, what they are doing is they pick camera. Normal Kunkurasi. Say, can we be President Mahama? Now that's what Joy News does. They pick cameras and pick mics, and then they'll go into villages and say, Galamsey, can we be president? Or we are with peace in to say a documentary. Hey, Ghana communities are angry. They are asking the president question. It is jandam. So this is what they are doing. And they are creating the stories and they are believing in the stories and they want to force the stories on the people, but the people are wise now. So what stadium what TV3 is doing, you see, and Media General, perfect. Sometimes they fool around, and I say it here. But there's one thing they have been good at. Good, and they said they've been consistent. So when Media General say, you could say sometimes, majority of the time, they are consistent on the matter. It is not because Obina Akofa Bantra, it is because it is something that needs to be discussed. But so who's a join news semia na an agenda that has been cooked by a group of people to make them be in the news. And anything that they be join news. Now look at what they are doing at City, Bernard Avle. Another up and coming corrupt politician, journalist. They pick and choose. And then the other was NLA, Sikari be cried, because show more City News. Look at Bernard Avle. Himself, Bernard was a right, straightforward thinking guy. No. Today he has become another journalist. He sits there, sensationalism. JSTV. And have you heard about this? And yesterday I was walking somewhere and some farmers are saying, these are things that you are pushing yourself through. The government is delivering, and we need to let the people know what the government is doing to change their lives. And they are there for everyone to see. None of these media houses discussed inflation about single digit. Inflation is at Abedu single digit 9.4. The NDC power in 2025 January. Now inflation and 57. This is supposed to be discussed. Yaka inflation nyoma boarding eduania boarding atiaba from 9.4% in the history of Ghana's politics. Abambia niwa wetumi aya consistent in fighting the inflation than the NDC government. And today what are we doing? We are discussing DSTV. And you call these people, say they are seasoned journalists, Bernard Avle, Evans Mensah, these clowns. That is why we are here. These same people are the same people who were hailing the Kufuado. Bernard Avle, no one count. They were the ones sitting every morning. They wake up at 4. Bernard Mo, almost 4 o'clock. No more reading. No more taking notes. No more better TVs. No more reading. Actually, say wait, yeah. No, they are not smarter than you. They are not smarter than you. We lived in this country where nipa ministers the omo nyomo omo yet to chroma ma asla betina TV so ema yebusa asla wusu say Airtel Tigo or say they're hanging in there. These idiots from Bernard Avle to Evans Mensah and these cockroaches, they didn't even have a problem with our national asset. Asking a minister what has happened to Airtel Tigo or say they hanging in there. Now kwasia obi to horse today. Somebody saying by Sam George's body language kwasia for DSTV. And the utie minority for sometimes when you hear some of the things they say, give me something. Here BB.
The majority side, that's Simon's meetings.
Did you
speak
directly to the chairman indicating your interest to have the communications minister appear before the committee? Did you do that?
Come again.
Did you speak to the chairman of the committee, since you admit you do not have the powers to summon Sam George before the committee? Did you make your stance known to the chairman of the committee so that he can trigger that summons for Sam George to appear before the committee?
That's exactly what I said. We actually fixed a date. We're going to meet Sam George, we're going to meet DSTV and all parties involved. But unfortunately for us, that was when the tragic incident happened. Yes, we did. We visited DSTV.
And what was the outcome of that engagement?
You see, the engagement, that's what I'm telling you, that Sam actually put up a committee. And according to him, the committee was supposed to negotiate between or mediate between the ministry and DSTV. So we didn't want to actually rock any boat. We just thought that fine, since the committee was working, let's allow the committee to come out with whatever they are coming out with. And when they came out, Sam now held a press conference. And at the back of that press conference, we pointed out to Sam that, look, you have failed Ghanaians because you've told all of us that you were not going for anything apart from price cuts. And you were looking at...
Because of DSTV, Sam George has failed Ghanaians. Such a foolish politician. I said, baby. This, we are not serious as a nation. At your age, they see Sam George, he's very, you see, Sam George he banters a lot. And you can say, sometimes in Ghana, we see such people as, why is he a minister? Why is he bantering? Why is he confrontational? Now, they are not even dealing with the issue. They have a problem with some. But the same people, MPP from Kwasiafowe, Aslowusu Ekoton Etel Tigu, ni ebusas Otoma Hwine, Scan Yenya or so. On church the wintre or say it's hanging in there. Kenofurata in Washington DC street is so. Sika Kenofurata be diwo Ghana area on Washington DC street is so. Joy News is all munti omuhuye. This is what I talk about. The media, you cannot trust some of them. Girl, you host the show, a very nice lady. They be no addresses that they what Harry Potter movie. No, omukuta accent to me. And what did you say? So when you went to the meeting, what Mr. Diana Moje dear draws in a show. I had draws in a show. Apart from draws before Flobia and show be. Now, my dress say the more active Harry Potter movie. Mama tante news back over ready. What the ribbon about trim? Wash a white? What the tire boom? Wash a sleeveless? Wash a bodice? Wash a brazier which wash a corset? Wash a dress? Wash a skirt? News back. News back. What about you? Wash a dress? What the skirt at two and also wash a trousers? The same person wash a sims was here. What about bodice? Asabo corset at two. At the white shirt atoso, at the blazer atoso, as about tie, at the ribbon about him, as the microphone. News back, Nankaku president today and then come. Erade. I had draws back up and a shamu fruit of the loom back up. Erade. Let's move on. Forget about DSTV issues. Or with Jimmy. Now, this man yesterday spoke on a year. Akwarana. Hey, and before we go on, please, I'm very sorry. Let me do this. Sponsors. These are our criminal sponsors. We want criminals. I'm sponsor the criminal segment of this platform of this show. With all due respect, your baby, your segment, your friend of the criminal segment. These are the sponsors of the criminal segment. This guy is called Prince Ofori, aka Fanti Comedy. Or your comfortatory and wabwatma. When you see him, be very, very careful. Or a dangerous human being. Or a dangerous human being. Or kaso on your president to be kuno. Una najua bon hu buying. Or a dangerous. You doom light no huno man tema bon hu buying. Obetumi ekun. Obetuma boutuo. Into una najua no nkwanama bon hu buying efri no ho. Or a nipa or en hu. I'm a friend of Fanti Comedy. Very dangerous human being. The second sponsor, criminal sponsor on the criminal segment. So we your this criminal sponsorship segment and then I hear we your friend say Obama Pokuase the diangasa the Daniel Adomako your friend say Obama Pokuase or emaba mienu me the picture about small girls mienu we 12 will be oteno guy send me the stuff we so another criminal and the police for execution in semunti ojina court or so or the tuo a bomb any a wood dear good dema no say MPP for be magic na omonfa enko di ewu your friend say Obama the dianga say I want a Ghana card so no Daniel Adomako or another dangerous criminal you have to be careful baby abehuni biano sheniye abayo we your friend Yaira Abel. This is our third sponsor, the criminal segment on Loud Silence TV. Without due respect, show no. This segment is called the criminal segment, and these are the sponsors of the criminal segment. Your friend Yaira Abel, where see Obayua Sebio, or no snow Camrantia, Omoka say, Omopeso Muku president in the Nigeri, into Uhuna, Bon buying. Adiasa no namonam bantema, Bon buying because Onyanipo Bekuno, or a dangerous human being. Sebio Abayua, we were really my men, Menoka say, Yakanema men 9 man, Mamma dem. Or the whole mamma na jubia software catch and say uncle and wasum none mamma hontono or sidabi or bury mamma and I compensate mamma bewu. You see a mamma why tan to them. Go away your friend Yaira Abel aban action no ema ndo gina court cheche ni nsemu nti una na dwo ahwe huye wo ya bema na obesrawa na okwa hwe ni ye obetum de drogu onsem o nipa bi a okwa sekan hye no ho oyoba nipa bonefo oni am robbers ena ye adwuma obetum abye betwaw ewia wo nyoma afa ho nyoma dwan ni din e de yayira abew ono so or a sponsor of this segment. In fact, man we so your friend Paul Adomotri over segment where your friend the criminal segment sponsors no na me de chiro no. Man we your friend Paul Adomotri honestly one of the sponsors of the criminal segment on With All Due Respect. Also OSP ehwehwe ni nsemu ni nyina ne se Ekufuado ema ni dwumadie ma di Ghana Airport Company. Yo a Christmas tree any nyoma bia obo krono. It on paper he's seen as a criminal per the Office of the Special Prosecutors. The document, his charge sheet, Paul Adomotri committed a lot of crimes. As the board chair of Ghana Airport Company, he's under criminal investigation. Wherever you see this guy, be very careful about him. He's also another potential jailbird. So we need to treat him as a potential jailbird. Paul Adomotri, Onusu Onye, you, whenever you see him, be very, very careful. Wait, sponsors no ono ene El Capitano. Segment where your friend the criminal segment almost sponsor ni but abrantie we na ne sika no doors wom because on na ye krom for tetu amwaboaten on na odie we your friend Williams Anefi Sapon obotuo okunipa odi edrogu nkofo nsem na enye no nkwa na oye osaye internet fraud or a dangerous human being on the papa ne maame and the decide adwumade no ohuni baby a bon ho ban okunipa sie wakwesi bibi o say a clinic obuku nipa wo ho boy we your friend no Williams Anefi Sapon baby o say any clinic no your friend no den Spintex den clinic nipa no muku no ho Williams Anefi Sapon onye or your comfortachi amoaboaten ne papa enso nie papa no so kromfo a abrante ne internet fraud a ono ene oni chesika no papa we and they will stroke that them still connect on the phone so na oda ho de defrauding for ne papa ne ono so kan ne kata no ho we mo sponsors of the criminal segment on Loud Silence TV. Ne maami nie ono so another sponsor criminal segment no sa show we so maami we one Williams Anefi Sapon and a bo sa krono no ono so another very serious thief una show huye enti abrante we segment ni nyina no ono na ne sika doso your friend Williams Anefi Sapon. He's an armed robber, a dangerous one, an internet fraudster. Do not allow this guy in your homes. Do not allow this guy in your car. Do not allow this guy anywhere in your offices. He's a dangerous human being. He kills to survive. He defrauds people. That is the end of the announcement. After this short break, you debate him. Mr. Yemfan. All right, now there's this story I want us to talk about. Team. All right, we're good. A year Endra, you have a video be oha na MP we efa a year abayua na KNUST assistant headmaster Eden Nsa emiemi abayua no school ni akwara. Ema Ghana fo nyina ye hu video no nipa bebresem esefim ye na eye MP we sebio your friend David Von D ekotena TV so ewo one of the TV stations make comment bi na sebio nipa na efom nipa enso na sebio opacho endra nsema okan ya me betena TV so ma ye nyina ya no yesefim ye eka se oh bema titiru se ya osaye MP de yenkasa sa okansem bi a enye nsema a wose repeat wa ha na de na okan nyina endra nyina no kire se eye de yehu no TV so a headmaster na ede ne nsa etwetwe akora no wo akora no so akora no nufu no sebio ono de na ose ohu bibi boni bia wo ho ebia yemfa ne set time na okọ radio no so no pa na ade nchinsa entina na adwene mu nhyeda nda ho ende sebio nipa onim nyansa ene nunu ho epa achew ende ono ankasa babontene abeka che Ghana fo se nsem okan ye wo Adum TV time na omuye show no de ode Ghana fo nyina oda obi anim esre Ghana fo se wankasa yi ebia na emra okasa asem no wanhyada andwene ho anko ekire ebia na osori ye ncheye na adwene mu nyambie ye enti emane kan nsem bia na sebio sansem no enye nsem na nkani se oka enti asema oka na endra efa akora no ne eye de papa no ho no sebio sa asem no watwe asan na osre Ghana for nyina ene ne constituency nyina opa omo chew say sa asem no kan ne de sebio entwa yi na oye bema na osaye bema no sebio yetete no yetete ni Kristom ena sebio yetete no sebio ewo efipam enti so foma sebio enya din ma no say obe ka kire Ghana for nyina anaso obe paye nyina chew say eye nano ene paaye intende or the apology aba na me hu ni say the why no kire say oye matured human being obi o a oya de na ka say nye na sebio twe san kra no na afi na odwine to nanso papa we koda sebio odaye a odwine ne nsem o kan ho no ohun say sebio wankasa yi entwa yi nti ende anopei why press conference ede sebio pacho ana apology aba ache Ghana fo nyina nse asam ne de wanka ne yi nti osre Ghana fo nyina na no asam enie.
Portions of the statement I made during the discussion was taken out of context and was placed, and it was all over the place, which of course was suggesting that I sided with the head tutor in the relationship he had with the student. Ladies and gentlemen, I would want to plead with all of you and to all Ghanaians who may be watching me now, that if that video played by Adum TV brought any discomfort to anybody, I apologize for that, comment. However,
yeah, nipa bi oga nipa bi owiase a wapa chew uhia however bia mo ana ya na mo pass mo ma mo ho edu bebri bi ana suatra no ene na say mo. You apologize for the statement if it was taken out of context. Now one gaso aba be chirem say de wo kan no one kan ye a uhia however bia ahantan be kumo. You have apologized. You are sorry. What are you defending again? However, for what? When we want to help you people, we cannot even help you people. However, however, now the babe kahono, fake accent no, and the tutor, the become why a day, what patch out, yes, atiasie, nipa ne phone. Muko siabro for kitty na did this small girls. Move a TV so wase. What can some one can ye? One way see ye, and no adiachi, and I will bet one way see ye. What patch out? However, now the best no they shall hire ding. Why not to tell? School ben our quiet. Don't you understand apology? You don't justify things you have done when you are apologizing. You don't justify it. Oh, man can say ye. Sebio in some mekano. Nipa biji manusi bone, but me besam chere Ghana for se man can say ye. Obian fa me bone ncheme. Me damwase. You walk. However, no de yedeng. Just say, you give me too much. I ready that go. She atra. Sadia we nka so kan kasa wutim. Sa we nzimani an wakan nzima kasem. Sa we dagati na wakan dagatim. We mfanti na wakan mfante. Sa we akani na wakan akankasem. Wabegina we and the tutor and edie no edie na na moje. I am winyabotre lion krada lion oti akoko ti live ewo eyiase lion king oso akoko odi wonu angasa akoko frifie ne maame akoko ochene de si abobo yamu de ba eyiase ebe kanti lion krada nipemo na brofo aba CNN Al Jazeera obia so the camera lion de akoko frifie ne maame akoko na aka miensa na lion yi akoko kontwa baako akoko ba tan akosua hye ne yam na lion tam akoko no esi ne naso abobo yem na odi frifie deche lion krada o odi akoko si ne naso osore no pa 5 edi bidie fefa no ho e ma ne nim yehu na odi edi clay edi fefa ne num we twitwi ne sen Lion sorry no pa wengare ne to kankan and odi nyoma fan ho na odi clay fan num and odi ne mame akoko si ni na so tena bobo ya mu e de backpack side pack eso e born yam odi ne phone shame and odi tena bobo ya mu di ba yi ase e be ka akoko ti live on national TV. Lion 2 hours e nuna Lion emre na die na woje Lion cry emre Lion King wayemre te ho akoko ti aka niyem edem pa na moji wapa chaw however wo de yeden intenuanom we de yo yemfu de sebio sa akora gya ne nan gu nan so a yentwa ye nan no ye hohoro ne ate akora no mp ehunu se wonu no ho na me sure se san kwase ade we onye biem ansa no bekasa no obedwene ho ansa na wakasa intimoma ye nyina mfa nche no na ye make sure say eye sa assistant headmaster no ya twe na so but say eye gender ministry no any police for aiding our some bechi headmaster no na prosecution has started. I really appreciate sa eye gesture no and I say sa move no from the gender minister. I'll be following up on this matter. Inti yesramo mo ka so radio so TV so aya mo hwama no kakra na nipa de mo call eye abam sa nipa na especially de my den abafie medam ase. Now however mudi mu jimi no however this is another story quite interesting and it's got to do with this guy. Ghana ya bodamana. Ghana yenim nyansana. What is our problem as a nation? Yes, sorry, and now you see, chairman of the planning committee for the Christian Council of Ghana's upcoming ecumenical convention, Koku Anyidowu has underscored the need for clear communication and stronger media engagement to promote better understanding of the council's mission. Koku Anyidowu is crazy. Koku Anyidowu is mental. He's mentally retarded. Koku Anyidowu is an FM. He's a full mental person. How can Peace Council go that low and take somebody to say Koku Anyidowu? He is going to politicize the Peace Council. Now Peace Council say you make Koku Anyidowu the chairman of the planning committee. Koku Anyidowu. Akwawoya ohuria na yese ne take aba we ni we psychosis Koku Anyidowu na adwene nya adwuma yi edien pa na mu Koku Anyidowu a Mako the chairman of the planning committee of Peace Council. Now who is going to take Peace Council serious? This fool is going to politicize every single thing about Peace Council. He is desperate. Koku Anyidowu is so desperate. Koku Anyidowu right now, he's hopeless in life. Or a software and also a counselor. Now, Jimmy Nibia ko bibia say because seminary bia ni atamna besi introduce say and there are some see. Now Peace Council for she say Koku Anyidowu ndie nim koka Ghana ni ben ne bete Koku Anyidowu ntumi hwehwu akwa ne ho bon jot wey ono time onya atumi hwa nkwase ade odi tumi ye Koku Anyidowu ede na wo Koku Anyidowu a e was a Peace Council ye say planning committee chairman about 9 years onya adwuma da otifie ena na Gabi mu na hwe no na Gabi mu hwa ne say police dog Koku Anyidowu na about 9 years to 10 years otifie ye yi na di one to one page maybe because only CV papa bia Koku onya adwuma be 9 years he has just been snitching and surviving on crumbs from Gabi and the MPP Kufuor. So who on Peace Council can say this guy or so clean or a respectable person or said the Christian Council chairman as planning committee what do you mean Peace Council wana into little respect to the Peace Council no you have thrown it to the dogs. Koku Anyidowu na Ghana for sorry no pass asemasi enti epobi mana betena se akirechiri ma ye nyina akoma to enim Koku Anyidowu Koku Anyidowu odofunu China ba Koku Anyidowu odofunu echa ono ane yemu ba akwa we na ware oba brim oba epam disi abontene Koku Anyidowu odofunu China ba na yire oware no Koku Anyidowu such a despicable ingrate na a whole peace council akwa when you juma 9 years rubu say atamels the ndien de okuta pamphlet baako ena ne tu fin ena nkwasi akeka ochna we sofo adecha a counselor, the next day he's an interpreter, next day not a Twitter outburst nkwasi akam stems or a politician. This guy is a political waste. Obe say peace council no or no ne wiase oba no atamels funu no pe o. Say yentu atamels funu manenwe ye enu muzogu so a ne ho ntono. Ne vitamins ni atamels funu. Kwekwa anyi dawu. Ne vitamins or denam wiase e ya atamels funu. Say yentu atamels funu amana anwe anum nsuo anum wi antoso a ne ho ntono. How can you pick a full mental individual to come and lead peace council? Edi na mo share yenti amuyi kokwa judo. Huh? Sakwawi. Edi na mo share ho amudi yi no. This guy is a piece of shit. Only standards biya. How did we get here?
Se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den.
Silence TV, my name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. We are live on Loud Silence TV, live on Facebook, YouTube, also live on radio tonight. This is another story. Me be say you can watch them. These are things that our system ni mo sa aban no media no e radinya. It Kevin Taylor pa mi jai adwuma we ya de na be si o Ghana. Se me ka se adwuma we ma retire me jai ade pa na be si. Me my Ghana odo a me wo mamo. In some no dos so hia some be hu. Menim dia menya biemu. Se sia me ne me ghost me ne me TV we, me ne me platform ye dum na e be de ne monya information. Hamyo. Me sorry de bia na me dwene ho. In some wo ho a wo se Ghana for media ni chire mu chire mo. E wo so mo dwedwam e ma mo ti ase na mo se ne yebu man no moto a mutua no de eba so mfa so eba so ene nyoma e wo se ene ye adan na se ye nyoma wo ho se me jai media ye ya PZ for be de no monya news me jai medjuma me ya asante for be 80% e be de no mate Ghana se ne yebu man no me de no mate ase se me jai edjuma me ye ya Minuanum asante for 80%. Ebe no mate amemu na se. O mate se Ghana ye ko enim impunti o. Ebe de no mate ase. Adekudi enti am ye dan wo ye sade we asante for ndira o kam jai. Odo a me wo ma minuanum asante for ni bia. Omo hia nchirechire mu adesua ene abotre enti na me wa ha. Kam nye. Now mo story wo ho. Ghana Armed Forces to begin 2025 recruitment in all regional capitals. Urges public to ignore fraudulent links on social media. Eya Ghana military, eya soldier for more Ghana from penny for say. A few where you see me, omo eba be start afa nipa ewo Ghana soldier mu. Numbers I'm who in Brebne about 12,000 nipa in Mebunu. Ye before more Ghana soldier mu. Na Ghana military and soldier for soldier pumping say. So who's a link be with social media? No, because Ghana military the link be to her now press swap. Ebe mo akonya eye registration a omo se omo boa omo nyamfa link be anto abontene. Omo ni bibia wo social media eche so mo fa nipa. Na emom no omo ba abontene aka kire Ghana for say ye be fa soldier ye be fa nipa. We a young man who pe soldier akọ we wie SS we wie eye polytechnic unya soldier obekọ emrene du I was set radio for the chim. Na de e wasem we nyina fa John Mahama ban no ho say from tete ebesi Ekufuado abreso. Emre bia nsi se aban bi te so a ye be fa soja aban no ahyeda akoto page wo graphic mu e de requirement akotum se kohwe na di nkan hu nyoma ye behia ansa na why wadwene se opese oba soja waba sesia no NDC aban na emma amembuo mu ada ho fan etese abrewa bi enum he and in the history of the Republic of Ghana armed forces omo etumi ayeden ato page or daily graphic mu and recruitment into Ghana armed forces no entry requirement for 2025 recruitment exercise almost befa nipa intese no say nipa no befa no region bia befa nipa first no na ye befa nipa ewo military and as a soldier yese obi amra nkran obi amra kumase na nipa bi tenkran ni kumase ejisika ebu nkofofa so enyemo ma and John Mahama ban say region bia no ye ba befa nipa wo region bia into region bia be recruitment center or not a recruiting center into NDC aban ama soja adwuma soja na ye befa no ebeye fu ebeye mre into tiasankregwa eno an say obetwan wo region ho ye ba befa nipa no ho and ye fra na wakọ no akọ submit your forms Oti Greater Accra, Yabefa Greater Accra for Greater Accra. Ashanti Region 4, Yabefa Ashanti Region 4 Accra. Into John Mahama Bine say, under John Mahama Bino, almost says Yabefa Soldier for a few years, which is about 12,000 and over soldier for region Biano, baby, I want men to come bank crying. Yabeba region, Abaye recruitment in the free ho. Now, a year soldier Jumanankasa no Mobile regional, baby, recruitment no air coso. Now before that krano Ghana military force say and the auto daily graphica uko page 34-35 the requirement bronika bibi requirement eno awutie mi apeso obako soja eja obeso obako soja and the John Mahama emu ada ho obi abetima ko soja bi o say nyoma e wo se sebio nyoma e wo se o passe nyoma e wo se wo ansana de soja no yebetumi afa wo mu no your friend requirement, special requirement. The Nina Kogu graphic him. Auto and the daily graphic now page 34-35. The Guho. Obianko Kain. We a young man, Obesoko Soja. Compare daily graphic, Now read the requirements, the general eligibility, your special requirement. Nina wo me a friend me kwabra moating. Me call SS. Okay, almost me here SS ni. Me here SS ni or pass say ebia 4 subjects. Okay, almost me here obia only over 20 years. Okay, almost me here obia ne height ti say. Okay, me here obia only police record bia wakobo kronoda. Sa requirement no kwane ko ready. Into wa ready wie na so wu se we de efa me kwa me passe ya be fa me a na afa na wa den wakọ akọje de forms na wakọ part of the recruitment into Ghana police Ghana military under John Mahama no emu ada ho emu den ada ho se se aso ya be fa region ya be fa region by region into me how wo so okumase me bankran obi be catch us brankran ne mfa so ja oboa afiwe aban we befa soldier for over 12,000 soldier for the money different from aban akọ abanyina ne say this is the first time baba region to region abefa nkofo from region into town region now read the requirement no into read the requirement ni wi a pizza for a requirement akan de nyoma e wo sesebio wu se ye fra wa wo betume yi ano a wo be pass ansa ne afawo ye ombrante bebregu pizza sebi obumu bi krono ngwa na mobo ena pizza te for ko form nyoma ba na mu wi o mo na mo no red soja time edu moma pizza te for edwadifo na mo ton nyoma no so ho ntom kakra mo a mo pese mo ko soja na imredu emrante ni bi na mo pizza te na manonom eye red na mo njai krono no mo na mena mo kasa no John Mahama aban say ye be fa soja fo ye be fa region by region mo nyina dodo no mo qualify Interview what you say. Into copy graphic ni bi. Na copy page 34-35. Na read the oho nyina. Na hu say soja na ya be fei me qualify say ya be fa me ana. And John Mahama ban ama nyoma mu aye den aye fo. Me dwudwam. Men ko tina social media bobi nka say ko press link we. Ya the link we brewa press so na fele na betu 1000 Ghana. Yen kan che obi aso obi anko tieska obi bia. Sa wotie kurase na wotie me na ona na bi fro say ma yese ko fa soja yenko tia we oboa region bia ye be fa soja region BI ebefa soja. But I say now a year Miami boss Erastus Asaridonko and the UTAG for Abonabaso. Na abaso body nyina efa a year senior we see the boat eni break kwanso eni adin kwanso edi juma or de bois edi galamsey hun sensem ebreye a Ghana ye nyina yagye atuma yasomtwe and you tag for say omo bo Erastus Asaridonko abaso de bia meka che Ghana for Erastus ya me boss on na kyerem juma de wi me nyina bebi ada emunenim tia eno so nkyere say me boss oye bibi na nya menka me no ka say me boss o text me de bia me boss oye de ya meka ena oye de enye so ameka ena obi anim si bia me do me boss eye Erastus Asaridonko intende me bo me so me boss abaso ejuma de ne de nya de obi abetumi ayeden a stop no. And my catcher, my boss, say, it does not matter who is in power. What he needs to do is to do his job. I would never have an issue with Erastus covering a illegal mining in Ghana. Never. Say, and this it's not power 42 years. Not Erastus Kase or be cover illegal mining for 42 years. I will still support him. And Erastus should not be selective. So who's the NDC Gala? He should report it. I will echo it. That is what good journalism stands for. In Timeno, every day I make my team they check on my boss's page, Erastus page. Anything be obe post be update on Galamsey be Mr. S. Today he didn't give me any story from Erastus page. Anything be obe post be concerning the Ohunu on the ground. When it comes to the fight against Galamsey, I will post it and speak on it for Ghanaians to know Ejuma Oye. And they be American boss. It does not matter who is involved. Hey, Sir John Mahama, Sir Kufuado, Sir J. Kufuor. Se Kwame Nkrumah is involved in Galamsey now cut down hot now tell me, report on it, we will speak on it. Indeed, Erastus Asaridonko deserves this honor. He deserves it. Me who say MPP4 are tagging him at a point. I'm going to find a picture be about US. Minini try Erastus were recruiting Kevin Taylor and they are doing a bidding for the government. Erastus Sanyomano on watra. Enkoko ni abrantie watra but say I ono watra sadie we enti sanyo manyoma na moka fa no no nti o ono obo adwuma so na adwene nya adwuma enti Erastus almost so recruit me. It's what we have to do is we need to prove to them say start recruiting now recruiting no infa so abaso let us report on the matter but say no obebo adwuma no udwa kwa I the citation in here. Thank you very much. And I'm proud to be part of Erastus. They be me to me home. Inti every day no me ni beje se me boss no. Otumfo said to amano dey amano dey abosobo dey and then this is citation the man me ankasa me boss me be kan ni nyina akere Ghana. Ma me fa Erastus picture so ento ha na enko records nim. I na manfo hu se me boss and ye bo na baso no. Wonso ani adin a koneko report na ye mbo abaso. Inwan Erastus Asaridonko the citation in ye, Mamen Kainchino, no, Minya would say, Nayanfanko records, so said about the money in here. The man because daddy, you remember your boy, Kevin? He read about you some time back. That I wrote to Yini, I Nasumatono, insulting in Yati. Bibia Koye was my son. It is true. Sit down and let me tell you something. Erastus said about you, Susa. I only 10 grams and the voice a kitty or say, quiz master. I am quiz master, or you good too. School from St. Anthony. Can you explain this? Erastus, a hard guy too. Erastus citation, or say, UTAG citation in honor of Mr. Erastus Asaridonko, aka Bosse. Uja kwa. Or say, ace investigative journalist with multimedia group. For your fearless, fearless. Erastus Ungwao. Now, multimedia ankasa de omunye fearless, omunye money takers. Erastus is fearless. Multimedia is money takers. They are extortionists and yet fearless. Multimedia is a criminal entity. But Erastus as an individual, hey, don't go there. As investigative journalist with multimedia group, for your fearless and professional journalism against illegal mining, inspiring national action to protect Ghana's environment and setting a standard for public interest reporting. Bro, for that day, my man Sanfani Bium, Mivian Bejum Ewasantim, Sanabea, Sa Kumasa form any Erasmus to one Omuhuna, Omus Sebio Abrante or Dijumama Ghana. Citation in honor of Mr. Erastus Asardonko, A's investigative journalist with Multimedia Group, for your fearless and professional journalism against illegal mining, inspiring national action to protect Ghana's environment and setting a standard for public interest reporting. UTAG, 22nd. Oh, and the UTAG for Kwasam. Into UTAG for and this citation way, Emma Ayami boss, Erastus Asardonko. The UTAG for you can say, almost Erastus Asardonko. On a join news for multimedia ye Jumano. Sabio, Eba Obia, or did Nakuma, and ya dinso, or down what dinso nyansa. Apomudin and nyansa nyameda bono rigiremu edifitri fetire ehwehwehwe galam say munsam ene krono anipa bi bo say yansase ne yensuo say abotan insutene ene sebio akwaya omu say omu Erastus Asardonko say wetu no wasiwo ewo nyame mu a ode na koma fita kroji make sure say eye sebio ye man no ye nsuo no ye pepo no ye kwaye no otumi ede bon ho ban ne dwuma dia ode eniadin so ene ne fearless no ode eniadin so eye a otu wanamo ene ne action a ode bo eye den Ghana eye den environment eye de be sebio ye kuro no ho ban ene eye den certain standard for public interest reporting or didn't who esiwa sebio nipa bi ehwe no ho ede nya enkranhye ede nya etuom hofo ede aye dwumadia ebeboa akekere Ghana abo Ghana sebio ye kuro no ho ban ene ne frɛ no eye setting a standard for public interest reporting wa ma nipa bi akono aba eye ensem a ye kofa beka ana ye kote beka ebedwudwam ema ewiase ne Ghana efa ne ntoma pefra. Into you take for said you mohun wo eye bosse eye Erastus Asardonko mu no eno na medwudwama PZ for atiase into tom say oh sa brante no abo edwuma ya say money comfort kroma muhu comfort no so mfaso ende yaten kran ama nkran for you tag omo nkran ama Erastus abosobode enso ya nkofo ni bi asantememu edi na tem all because of politics. The Erastus ye nyina ne say oboye nsuo ho ban oboye kwaye ho ban oboye nsase ho ban se ne be yakwase bi ote wo so ya MPP ni di na tem no okobo jantra na owo a na de ba na nyansu panom ye o ya no e na manfo di na tem adentira because Erastus ni Kevin Taylor adenya because Kevin Taylor enja Erastus asam kanda because Kevin Taylor aka say Erastus oye adwuma no e de chekere Ghana ebo Ghana ho ban Erastus Asardonko. So Nyanko Ponton and Safro Abra Wodi over 100 years, sir. Yabekaiwo. When it comes to Ghana, when it comes to reporting on illegal mining, it does not matter. So Ochina Okwetia, your name has been written in the books of people who started fighting illegal mining in Ghana. Some people might not like you. Some people might feel, say, you are doing this against them. But any people like us who recognize good work, we will always remember Ejuma Waye. Bo siakon sebio onwa ne pe edoniti ekwaje kirema wa na otu hu si ho se obekun okoden e de age Ghana na kona wokono onyankopon twe ni ampon kwame onam meso ebebo ho ban obebo yire ne womba ho ban we need that so de opese wunya wasase we so asumdue odo a opese wo kire na wadwuma waye no sebio wedidi ho ewa kwan paso a weni mmiri obi a sebio kakra bia beka won sebia no obetumi abo ho ban edi bi asoma koma wo maame no papa edi ayeden ehira wo no onyankopon ebetie usufre onyame nenim dia wo pe ade a wontumi onyame emfa nsoa wo ade a wontumi onyame emfa nsoa wo otwedi ampokwa me nenim dia yakoma ebetumi sende o kasa na wadwene o seni pante a onyame ate abosomfo mutwa oman we hu ahia omotie na dabi no ukojiwa home na se bi otwedi ampokwa me efro na ukọ no kukuom na afi wote wo na wo hwa asase a wakoma beto yem efriso behu se wonananom ene wonana nkanso a enya nsupa enom ombebo udin omode udin begunsa udin ebeka nipa no ye betena se aba aka abokosam e de udin etwato edin pa eye eche ahonya enye se utwi eye de ka ebia ne bo nya din na nkyere se de wo ye no enkwanim bo se minye sika metoka papa ma wo bo se minye sika metoka papa ma wo me pese meto a very good expensive camera ma wo me settle up said be ya okona report here your sound, your pictures, people will recognize the job you are doing. And I've promised myself I'll get you beautiful camera. I will set you up. And this is a gesture from me. I want you to cover illegal mining. I will get you a drone, personal drone for yourself. And I promise you that. Erastus Asaredonko, onyanko pantro wudin. Ewo enkwan womanim. Ejumadi a wudi no, ada obeka se wabre obi abete wase. Eye Alaji Fatoso Kakrama eye Erastus, dedicated to Erastus.
And meti assembly. I am a daddy way and from a football. But Nippon Sampanyan come away. Or sending some for any yo. I want to catch Atima. When the person born and come away, or sending some for any yo, sister. I want to get to my phone. I want to know him. I'm a friend of yesterday, only that could be a Ginny being a park when you're born, Mammy, 10 or Becca or Mammy said, Mammy, that the I see a say is here too, to accord the same. I want to mention the man of my own. Even the one mile of two of me, and none of me, I made you, mammy, too. I don't know, mamma say, would you punch in a old chrono, or cramo chrono, dear Hamio, the more I know why I be pa, so that's any city motion. My wedding now, Minia, my wedding now, Minia. Some when you pass, I see a boy na ye pa. My wedding now, Minia. Only parry as you, only parry as you, Ben, ye pa. Ya come fool away, yo, my wedding now, Minia. Only parry as you, Ben, ye pa. Where I lawyer to the work will be our say, baby, every will be an approach. There was your brain, I come for over pro. It is a year. Now, you're praising. Don't forget to say, who crucify him so bad. A very young way. Don't come, man, shall see it. Don't come, my wood, and penny some machine. When I do when you punch on the Anton money, who know Yan said, baby, I will be through beyond any paper needs some more. Baby, I will be through beyond any paper needs some more. Apa, where no the any Jason when it's a banner of a country of mammy said. Mommy, get to an eye on you puff and better. Depending on rainbow and some papa. Maybe a bedroom, depending on rainbow and some papa. I know I say, my wedding now, Minia. Only party I see a ben, I Kuma, my wedding now, Minia. Come for you a while and only party I see a ben,
So Thomas Pate ene SDA group ene ende omde ato ama almost mama ye ninna ho ye nuanom onipa ayeye sebio onipa ewie ye eben na yeye eye omo amobo wabaso Erastus omo ye very dangerous people intayana also wahwe wonantem ye and Erastus Asaredonko post video bi, and this video I am sharing because we want the lands minister and the national security, the Ghana Police Service, the military to move in ewo eye Tano North constituency. Who is the MP for Tano North? Tano North constituency. Eye Adroba BC. Adroba BC. Yes, say River BC and Subri. Eho ena ende galamsey we ekoswa almost saying you inti Tano North. Tano North, Erastus Asaridonko and the posti ye in Siona, Ewoho, Omu Digala, Ewoho, and the into the Minister of the Land, no, also assembly a comma or china, you come and ask, say, a year a buying alcohol to make sure, say, Omwa Omugu, a year Tano North constituency, Omwa Adroba BC, Omugu, a year River BC sono, and a year Subri, and sono, Omo a year Gala, and Yumbre, a year Ghana military movie alcohol.
Yako Fujani. And then me say, this is for Almina Bahau, Omo Fang Kurao, Omo Fang Road.
I then say police commander no. Okay, sir, I am for us a lot.
Yako Fujani. And then me say, this is for Almina Bahau, Omo Fang Kurao.
I then say police commander no. Okay, sir, I am for us a lot.
It's a video where I will share, you know, Erastus Asaridonko the post here, MP of Tano North, Gideon Boakon, Baumia, sa ni age na, omuwie mu man ko ye MP no, oka ho na omo ye galano. Enti Gideon Boakon, ne constituency ni, oti akra ti asempa keka nkwasi asem, enwubre ye bebo na nsam akire mo. Oto ena na asase so, enkofo gu so eye gala, ena oti enkran. Ena ode ne kwase di Baumia chi, se okope president, assistant di. Gideon Boakon, the constituency ni Tano North. In Sona almost said it is here no River BC, Subri, se si ano omugu so and almost say no. Omugu River BC no so, omugu River BC no, and a police commander ni nim, or hinia or Tano North num. And you bray omu ye a juma was so den. Gideon Boakon is the MP. Gideon Boakon on a MP for a Boakwa a Tano North. Onim sa ejuma di ekoso. Gideon Boakon nim ejuma we ekoso e won the constituency. Right now, what we are going to do is we are going to shame and name the MP sir Galamsey ekoso omo constituency. Omo tin kran ekeka nkwasi asem. Gideon Boakon should go back to his constituency and stop this. Unless the MP onim omo ye Galamsey no e won the constituency nim. Sa Galaweya ekoso no saying no he knows. Because omo no man ko for license a omo di gu de in kronasia almost saying no. Na now the dan kweku for the MPP issue over 2,000 license. Sa anko for no kuta license no start almost say assassin abedun ne. Enti Gideon Boakon kwasi ampanyi no. Mo ganje so onko di krom Tano North. Na onja ba omi ajimi na odi na chi no. Na onko stop Galamsey. Right now that is what we are going to do. Until we are MP. Na o constituency Gala ekoswa na ya the picture beto so ni amagana for the kind of Galamsey ekoswa or constituency and constituency we ja ho na wabetran kran and na wo keka nkwasi asem and hwe omo sorry say aye minority in parliament ye call DSTV for office nkwasi afo mo constituency ye Galamsey ho. You people should go and live there. You should go there and make sure, because we are MP, when we are the head of the Regional Security Council, our constituency, and as our region, you need to be part of the fight against illegal mining. But Gideon Boakon, onim Galamsey we unjuma, onimubi. Sanko onimubia, anka onja galawe woho, and sorry, embedi ba umiechi ewon kran. Inti Gideon Boakon should go back. Ochna, we will make sure say, you be follow up. Oba Tano North wa MC yoho honestly another person who is supposed to be held accountable, the MC and the MP. Mr. P, Mr. S, from tomorrow get me pictures of MCs omo constituencies Galamsey, MPs omo constituencies Galamsey. Na inform nyina pictures, especially MPs no mudi ba omiechi omo ye campaign omo constituencies gala ekoso no. We will show all of them their faces and we will show the videos. Kwasiafo almost say assassin no budi ba omi chiti basim say ai galamsey koso Ghana nsuo ni say omo license no mo say nsuo no and omo counterpart no mo nafofo eye gala omo constituencies and omo tin crash white shirt. We are going to stop that nonsense now. The MPs, the MCs, you are supposed to go back to your constituencies. And they are Tano North or China. You better try to bring another video to see say Galaway Air Koso Gideon Buako the constituency will Tano North Sibri River no almost said no Sibri River no and almost said no. You will come back tomorrow. You say bring another video from there. Now sa Gideon Buako kwasiampe you know the baobi no. Wabeka chere say yente obama baomia odwan o constituency na Galamsey Koso no. Now momiantinsi NPP for nsem. Now, before I become MP before nsem, I want to speak briefly on this Yoni Kulendi Asem. I am for no a dangerous crampo. Right now, Mr. P, Mr. S team, we have a lot to do. What we need to do now is baby I discover say omoya Galamsey ohobia omo sensio. I will say the ohine picture. MC and the DC, MC and the MP's picture. I need these three people. So every time we start production and we go on Erastus the page, now I'll show any video, any constituency. The first thing we need to search for is Ohinena Odikroniso. Second person is the MC and the third is the MP. We need to attach their pictures to the video and let Ghanaians know say these are the people are omulidi Galamsey constituency. Because Ohine ntumi nka nkyerɛ me sɛ obi di Galamsey wɔ n'asase so onim saa ohine no wabɔdam ohine ɔte Ghana ɛka kyerɛ me sɛ ye di Galamsey wɔ n'asase so no onim no wabɔdam ohine koro na bɔdam ohine bia ni hɔ ɔwɔ Ghana obetuma ka kyerɛ me sɛ ye gala wɔ m'asase so na minim saa ohine no onim nyansa. And we are going to expose ahemfo now because you say ɔmo mama Galamsey kuna ye dimpa ne ahemfo no ahemfo na mo Ghana no right now no you say politicians no omo ba na omo disika bra ahemfo no na ahemfo na je aginem na yes census no right now no we are going to go after the chiefs. We are going to come after the chiefs. We are going to put your pictures on the videos. We are going to make the world know say mona mu lead Galamsey no mona mo say Ghana no ahemfo play about 70% role in Galamsey. Obia koko kweni na okasa we koko kweni oton koko no asase no emobi dia abaye mine na wo ohene no wo ho kwan se okase mempene sa wo to koko efuo no dia ye koko dia metiase na sa wo to koko efuo no dia abaye mine na mempene wo your ohene you can decide identity obi ntumi tam excavator enko menhia ese okwa Galamsey o menhia identity obi ntumi tam excavator enko edie ohini bi fie e ya na fie se meko ya na area ni baby ote akwa egala because obi say to me empene identity obi ntumi fa excavator enko menana de kwesi ata ho e Cape Coast enka say around the castle area wenhu baby o assassin dia wato into be egala ho it means omunim say authority wo ho baby e Galamsey bia na ohini ni mu bi. Now we are going to take the Galamsey fight to you the chiefs. Majority of ahemfo Ghana mo ya kromfo mo nka nokore. Majority of you are Galamsey o masase so. You are the biggest problem in Ghana. Majority of mo ahemfo Ghana gala e wo monsase so a say nso mo na mo yebusiefo. You are the danger to the nation. A politician can take somebody's money, but nipa to excavator na efrin kan a odu asase so a you can decide not to agree. President Mahama Suma obi frin kan say mena mama wasase ko ekuro we so na ko ye mine na wo hene no ubetuma stop ni pansa wo mpene. Even though asase Ghana it has been trusted in the hands of the president, you can defend on call for the unsio and on sase. And people like us will come and protect and defend you. But it is looking like say kufu the suma so bimbra meja Galamsey na ohene na jinipa na tata na ohene na kotena dem na ohene na jisika ohene ne say ye na mempumito mehu asasi bia ye Galamsey osubia na kufu ado one na ma green light no and ahemfo no gitumu. But we are not going to allow that to continue. We are going to stop that that trajectory whereby ahemfo no tena ho no magiska omubi omujiska no mo yi then we are blaming politicians na magalamse ne koso politicians na magalamse ne so ahemfo na di nkofo mo ya galamse no ahemfo no 90% of ahemfo mo Ghana ye galamse o masase so mo na mo penema galamse ne koso right now. That disrespect na mo see the politicians ya de ba mo so mo na ye be di mo atem mo na ye be boy adwene a kire mo every say mo say mo tetetete kire ene sorry a the politicians echi ne the politicians system ne ye stress politicians ade na munya wey politician etimi tenase and under John Mahama Minister of Lands Amakofi Bua or the police soldier they are walking around the nation in forest. Omutumi du krobi so na ohini bia ja kenten so ohini mpene that thing will stop. Ahemfo no dodo e na tetete nkurase a omoma nkofo twa ye nua di dwane ahemfo na na yesa ade no obeso o chem so oyo ohini oti krom ye twadua wo wurem na ye de eye articulator so de esesa nnua ne free wure no ba main road na wo ohini no obeso ka chem so onim obodam. Now wo hene na wo eye sa galamse area ona ye twa nnua ye tumi twa thousands of nnua rosewood near to krom ha and under MPP team. I hope I see this picture under MPP ye chi Aisha Wang ni nnua ba na otwa rosewood in Ghana na otwa rosewood e wo Ghana ye to krom ha Adia China lady Naira every cells yet in Chroma NC. Besides, get me the picture. Aisha Wang, Ninya Ba Helena Wang, under MPP, under Ekufuado Baumia. Near to Chroma and a amount for Echa Rosewood, Eddie Rosewood. Echa Rosewood, El Chroma, Eddie Jane, Yakochi, Yakochi, Aisha Wang, Ninya Ba, your friend Helena Wang. Emma Ghana for you know who lady say at Chino. Yadina go to cells and the Kufuado. Do you remember the story? And the Kufuado, time na obawe echwenua na ohene ne tikromo ahemfo na eboa no. Ebesin ne Helena Wang ye huni biem. Ye chi lady yesina other police cells. Mr. S, I'm trying to find that picture. I've been seeing it of late on the system. Mr. S, if you can pull that picture for me, I'll be happy. Helena Wang, Ocha Rosewood decided na adwene adwuma. Ocha nwia na say MPP aban ache no. Helena Wang, no she atade yellow, and you see a chine de na koto cells. Adia chiya, you see Helena Wang na Ocha Rosewood, Ede Kona, Yenny baby or the Rosewood corner, Ebe Sinne, Helena Wang, ye huni biem. Ghana police are my answers. How Helena Wang was able to escape from our police cells. Yeah, the Helena Wang by TV Swa, yeah, the handcuffs a good in sa. Messiah, get me the story. I'm trying to find it. I'm sure we have it on the system. Because I've been seeing a story. The last time we were having an editorial meeting, I saw it. I just skipped it. But I want to show Ghanaians the SC or Ghana. Rosewood, Helena Wang, Ocha Rosewood by $1 billion. Nani nyano ahemfo ene Ekufuado mo na hye chire. Messias, do you have the story? Thank you very much. Thank you for bringing the story in. I know they have taken off the picture, but I will show Ghanaians. It was reported on Ghana Web. Thank you, Mr. S, for bringing it. Story nini. This is the story. Na kwasi emi kasa Kevin Taylor ka sama shubi. Mechramu enkwasi adia ahemfo ni bini ye no no. Enti yeche Helena Wang no ebe sinde yehu Helena Wang biem e wo Ghana. This is the story. I mean kind ni nyina nkyeremu. Ede enkwasi asem na yeti krom ha yedi no. This is the story. Let me show you. Thank you. Thank you, S. Where is the story nini? Chinese illegal rosewood dealer to be brought to Accra for further investigation. Adechi and Helena Wang ayera ebe sinne and Ekufuado. And Ekufuado, yet Helena Wang Ocha rosewood over $1 billion. Aisha Wang Nyaba. Now, when you read the story, this is what the story said. Mojensi Erefi Nyoma. Kwasiafo, a Chinese woman has been arrested for attempting to smuggle the banned rosewood from Ghana. She accused the police of trying to take a bribe of 200 Ghana cedis. City News. And Obeko City no ma delete. Benadab and Kwasiafo no, they have forgotten all these things. Now I am for Ghana. They were the ones helping this woman to cut the rosewood. Almost $1 billion. I'm trying to find a screenshot of the reporter. Now Helena Wang. Yachicheren and Sa. Police Achicheren and Sa. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. S, for bringing us in. Onye. Helena Wang Onye. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you. My team, they are prompt, and that's what I like about them. Thank you, team. Mame Fanchiramo. Helena Wangini, Ocha rosewood over 1 billion. Adiachi and Kufuado. You say Helena Wang Agira. Mamu away. Where is this woman? Now, but I'm trying to say, on Hinena, now you're telling Chrome Echa rosewood and Onim. No Onim. Now on Hinena, he was part of it. Helena Wangini under MPP. Adiachi ya reporter Saba and they say Helena Wang will break it jail. Waira Yehuno Ebesinde. So we have handed her over to immigration and she has been deported. Later, no crano. Refi. Now ma immigration and immigration deported into a court. Helena Wang ebesinde ye huni biom. We jina court biya o Ghana. Now, anything I make us say, I am for now more Ghana no. Galamsey fight no. We are bringing it to you. Sa inyana omucha omuria na momuni musama yesi wa Ghana na MPP for Kwasiafo we so mo press conference yes and tam to me ma MPP ayana mu refi mo anytime ka cham say adam be production we me end production we say me mba biem no MPP for be ku Ghana o me say mo o me hye mo ase MPP for be hye mo ase. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you. You see, these are the things we talk about. In Galamsey fight, we are going to take it to the chiefs. Yeah, they bring one him for no. Yeah, there will be a picture beba TV so. Yeah, Bama Ghana for you say we say, "Who was assassin Galan?" You know about it. When you are the audio for court, you cannot tell me say you are the overlord of assassin. Yeah, Galamsey machine is so. Shatano North. She machine is si so. Emma yes says you or 100% can just own.
Yako Fujani. And then me say, this is for Almina Bao. Omo found crown. Omo found you wrong.
I then say police commander now. Okay, sir, I am for no.
I feel what? Police commander no. You do be a picture beba. Because you only say you're calling 9 sir. Amanfobi are taking us for granted. And right now no media. When it comes to Galamsey fight, many are him for the whole problem. I am taking the fight to the chiefs. The National House of Chiefs. You people have to come together, summon everybody. Oja Hoho, stop the politics and speak to the chiefs. Oja Hoho, you have become a National House of Chiefs president. You don't talk anything about Ghana's development or your politics in Ghana. This is the time for you to show us your leadership. Right now, we are going to take the fight to the chiefs. We are going to make sure Galamsey bia ebewu bia o constituency bia no asase bia no wo hene no woni ye de obabesia ni ama wiase hu your involvement because o your hene na mpese be sensuo ye be Galamsey wa asase so a you will stop it. Thank you for the word so sweet. Now a story way a very important story. Me see the whole Ghana. Me say let me be very, very clear on this matter. It does not matter who you are as a chief in Ghana. No chief in Ghana is bigger than the Constitution of Ghana. And I'm going to set the record straight again. Every chief gala wa wasase so. I will say asase we ya wodia ye bebo wudin. Ye do picture beto so. Say me papa okaka bin ando na sase so ne ye Galamsey be the picture beto so. Say you 2 say to 2 na sase so ne ye gala but then the picture beto aka che wi ase say he knows about it. Say me agasa me wofa kwesata ɔhene kɛseɛ a ɔhwɛ Cape Coast Central Region House of Chief ɔno na ɔyɛ Cape Coast man hene sɛ na asase so ne yɛ gala mede ne picture bɛto wa ma wiase hu sɛ yɛ kɔwfoɔ hene kɛseɛ sɛ yɛ yana na asase so ne yɛ gala mede ne picture bɛto so. No chief is above the constitution. Sɛ wɔn pɛsɛ de picture ba bɛto ha ne ama wiase hu sɛ you are an enabler, you are part of the problem, then make sure you protect wasase. You make sure nobody mines illegally close to any river in your constituency or on your land. No chief. Me say no chief in Ghana is above the constitution of this country. No chief. And the fight against Galamsey, it goes beyond anybody's powers in Ghana. And say it's above the law. Nobody's above the law in Ghana. We are fighting a menace. And every single person needs to take responsibility. See, as well as Pakemu, and out na ponkoso, near yo or say responsibility by you need to take it. The oya hwehwema de no, on tafrene nsa wokwa. Oje fans no, heat ni ba oso oje. Yes, so no, heat ni ba oso oje. Into every chief say a tise gala koso wasase so. Because I have bebre amo Ghana, mo se mo ye powerful. Panya kurato omu jomo amote. Inti Galamsey excavator bu adwuma wa asase so wote. We are not going to joke about this. I don't care how you feel. See nyina yanko Galamsey no ye ba beko ama na ye fe. Mese de ye ba beko Galamsey no ma na ye fe. Na ebe ya manfo fe e wo Ghana. The way ye beko Galamsey no amanfo be bom nsem. E wo Ghana. People be shocked. Now, this story be me person me come wasem. And it's about a private citizen, Daniel Mafu Ofuriata, petitions President Mahama to remove Justice Yoni Kulendi over alleged interference in Rep versus Atoforsen and 2 other cases. Now, you see, Ekufuado Ebusheni Bako, Ofuriata Ebusheni Bako, your friend Daniel Mafu Ofuriata, or your secretary to a Japadia document, no. Wako petition President Mahama say, Omo achim fuoni bia, no moni Ekufuado Ebu Maino. Nanka omo pese yede omaine maba umia jimi nanka omo jifri ni nsem. Na omo di Japadia jina kwesi awawa no. Omo say, Yoni Kulendi, omo pese President Mahama pamono. And Ekufuado in the Busianfo. Any Oforiata Busianfo, they have a problem with Yoni Kulendi. Unma de kudienti omo yes adiwe. Ni nyina say, time na gofredame eti na adwene mu po. Anase pi. Say opese ofa kwoti kwan bi so through a position and was Attorney General. Edi jail Atoforsen ene jakpa no. In the audio na eba no what I say Gofredame na nkasa ka say oko eye Yoni Kulendi fie no ko hu jakpa wo ho e na one jakpa edi case no ho nkomo abrana Attorney General ye frɛ no eye Gofredame enim se etia Ghana mrakese. Now the reason why intia Ekufuado in the Busianfo through Gofredame ashe abrantie we a friend Daniel Mafu Ofuriata echi say onko petition Mahama na yampam Yoni Kulendi ne say time assembly see ya ka say omoko ye meeting our Yoni Kulendi fie. Remember, Jakpa is related to Yoni Kulendi. Yoni Kulendi, the Busiani ne Jakpa. Jakpa can visit Yoni Kulendi anytime. Yoni Kulendi or a Supreme Court judge. Time na assembly question na Gofredame and the Attorney General of Ghana. He is also a friend to Yoni Kulendi. Because the Attorney General works with the Supreme Court, works with the High Court, works with all judges in Ghana. At a point, Yoni Kulendi fie, and coincidentally, or whatever you want to say, no, Jakpa, any Attorney General Gofredame eko shia ho. Now, assembly see no, na Ekufuado, because unim, time a Jakpa eba abontenika say, Attorney General, former Attorney General Gofredame, epese okodia tro. Na yadi Atoforsen tumu no. they were expecting, and when I say they, Ekufuado, Godfrey Dame, any Gabi Mone Ofuriatamo, they were expecting, say, Yoni Kulendi will come out that moment to say, there was no meeting in his house. Because to them, the reason Tia Ekufuado, Emma Yoni Kulendi, Echo Supreme Court, and say, in your head, Yoni Kulendi, Eyo Omunipa. Yoni Kulendi at a time, or at a point in time, worked with Ekufuado's law firm. So they believed, say Ekufuado to me appointed Yoni Kulendi Ako Supreme Court. Yoni Kulendi should automatically become the slave of Ekufuado and his family. Now, time as 70 Yoni Kulendi stayed away. He did not make a comment. Now, they were waiting for Yoni Kulendi to make a comment in defense of Attorney General Godfrey Dame. Senebeya, Anka Yoni Kulendi Kasaya, Anka the judge on the case would have taken the word of Yoni Kulendi to prove, say, Godfrey Dame did not commit a crime. But when Yoni Kulendi decided to stay away from the matter, they felt to say Yoni Kulendi had betrayed Ekufuado, betrayed Godfrey Dame, and betrayed the clan, the MPP. Now, Jakpa has petitioned the CID to investigate the matter where a certain attorney general tried to force him to lie under oath to make sure, say, a colleague, another citizen, is jailed unlawfully. Now, they know that former Attorney General Godfrey Dame cannot defend himself in this matter. They know, say, with the tape now, Jakpa release, the conversation between him, Jakpa, and former Attorney General Godfrey Dame, sa audio, it is enough evidence to prove, say, Godfrey Dame committed the highest offense or crime on the land. Ghana, and the Ekufuado and his family, his group of family, the Ejapadia clique, the Achim Mafia gang, they know, say, Godfrey Dame a committed crime. Now, they want a way to make sure, say, Godfrey Dame does not go down alone. So it looks clear like a Godfrey Dame planted strategy. It looks like it. Because it is looking like, since Godfrey Dame himself only defense. Now, so Okofa Yoni Kulendi eba case rimwa, it will force Jakpa to step away because Yoni Kulendi is related to Jakpa. Jakpa wouldn't want Yoni Kulendi to be kicked out of the Supreme Court. So what Attorney General Godfrey Dame say, they are forcing the president, they are forcing Jakpa to withdraw the case, because of Yoni Kulendi or person free Supreme Court. It was set Godfrey Dame free. For now, no, Omakacho say Godfrey Dame be cut down, Yoni Kulendi should also go down. That is why they have sent a Japadie book secretary to go and petition President Mahama. Say adenti and another case Ekosu Ghana. The Attorney General na Oya Godfrey Dame to become miti the Jakpa a Supreme Court judge fee. Now it is about Asema Omoka against Asema Ewodien Ewod tape. On the tape, Godfrey Dame has never denied, say they never met. At that point, in court, the question is, did you meet while the case was ongoing? Where you met does not matter. You see, say me a prosecutor, me attorney general, me a CID investigator. Now me a question Godfrey Dame. I'll read the code of conduct to him. And then the question I'll put before him is simple. During the trial, na Godfrey Dame Jakpa eti adakim, atofos enti adakim, omo take oath. Did you meet any of these people during the trial? That is the core question. Wherever you met does not matter. What matters is, did you meet somebody, a suspect, somebody involved in the case whilst the case was going on as the Attorney General of Ghana? Whether you met the person in the plane, you met the person underground, you met the person in the skies, at the end of the day, when you meet somebody who is standing trial and you being the prosecutor of the person, it does not matter where you met the person. You, the prosecutor, you have committed a crime. You see, they are just dragging Yoni Kulendi in because they know Godfrey Dame has committed a crime. They know Gofredame has committed a crime. If I'm a judge, now I'm at a court, now somewhere between anymore. I don't have time to ask where did you meet? Which house? Where is the house situated? Which place? Whose house? I'll ask you as the Attorney General. When you were part of this trial, when you were coming to my courtroom, going out and coming in, were you meeting this person? I don't care where you were meeting the person, but were you meeting the person? It's either you met or you didn't meet. Where you met the person does not matter, because the code of ethics did not mention location. It mentioned you breaking the law by meeting somebody when a case is ongoing. What they are doing now, and they say they want to find a way to protect Gofredame when is masterminded by Gofredame. On a shade and I'll catch a chapadie and the install it and say, do this for me, do this for me. It is Gofredame manipulating this. So this thing you are seeing here, a MPP for the group ni ya say Adentina Yoni Kulendi did not come to our aid to jail at forcing. Because if Yoni Kulendi had spoken, time I tape the bar out, Anka Gofredame at that point, Yoni Kulendi would have said, I did not host anybody in my house. If Yoni Kulendi had come to the defense of Gofredame, Dakwa and Atoforsi would have gone to jail. The money ye Kufuado moya, Gabi moya, Gofredame yaden say, Adentina Yoni Kulendi or you're one of them. I'm protect you. That is why they are doing this. That is why they are doing this. They know Gofredame is one of the worst attorney general any country has. Gofredame is not an attorney general. He's a disease to the judiciary. Into the person we say, and you see, it's so funny. I had my own issues with Yoni Kulendi before he was called to the bench. But you see, people change and people reflect. Maybe before he was called to the bench, he might have had different opinion about the bench. Maybe when he wasn't a Supreme Court judge, his actions and some of his utterances and his demeanor was different. Maybe time my friend man called bench ni wie na otena say the work he needs to do as a Supreme Court judge, he decided to be neutral to the Constitution of the Republic. And see, maybe the way they knew Yoni Kulendi, it has changed. And they don't understand why I was say Yoni Kulendi changing Abrawabe Supreme Court judge. For all you know, Yoni Kulendi so changed because at a point in his life, he realized he cannot add politics to being a Supreme Court judge. He cannot be too affiliated to individuals. He cannot be worshiping individuals and serve on the bench at the same time. So along the way, he decided to stay neutral. I'm not speaking for Yoni Kulendi, but maybe that is what has happened. And see, the Yoni Kulendi they know, no? Today, he does not look like Yoni Kulendi they actually pushed to the Supreme Court. And let me tell you, Yoni Kulendi is a solid judge who qualifies to be on the bench of the Supreme Court. It wasn't because Yoni Kulendi was done a favor. Obviously, Yoni Kulendi knew them. Maybe they liked Yoni Kulendi more than the other judges. That's why they appointed him. But Yoni Kulendi maybe now in the Supreme Court, it's seen, patriotism comes above everything else. So now they don't understand. To Ekufuado, to Gofredame, to the Achim Sakawa group, Yoni Kulendi, to them, is a traitor. And see, they will do everything possible to nail Yoni Kulendi. That is the problem. And it's not who said we. And that is the modus operandi. That is the blueprint of Ekufuado and the gang. Only a gang. Ekufuado and the group, only a gang. And MPP mo, they still need power. They know Baumia be junkie. They can use him. Ekufuado in the group, only a gang. And this is their gang style. This is how they operate. These are the typical Sakawa campings. Their modus. This is their blueprint. They are gang. Into their own Say, a private citizen. He has gone to petition Mahama. Yampam Yoni Kulendi. It is the gang style. It is the Sakawa boy style. It is Godfredame and his gang. That is them. This is their job. Kenoforiata anka yetitina anka internet ni ho. Information you are. Anka ndeka Kenoforiata actual teases, what articles say he's being chased from Ghana. The president wants to kill him. Into no seeking asylum. Kasano bekache Ghana. That is what they did. Ekufuado. The Bushiafua. Not omo the politics. Sanko for nyina omo di boni wo Ghana wie na ye buso omo se omo mbrambe ya account pe no makotena bruche no ma start church on sem. Me I'm being pursued. People want to kill me. The government is coming after me. Me say yaya lucky say you were 2025. And the internet does not forget. Technology. We all know the crimes are Kenoforiata committed to Ghana. So Kenya internet and Kenoforiata to US grantee interview say Mahama Peso Kuno internet besha bruchiri. I am telling you, Anka Gabi Ochidako grantee interview catch the BBC say they are after my life. They want to kill me because they know I'm related to the finance minister. That is why I'm living here. That is what they would have done. But on Sunday, they can't do it. And they can offer the bag bonnet said they turn drugs. I was Zimbabwe. Obi no show white to Ghana. The draws are singing white. And on Washington DC street so as said the wedding or your post boy. This is the people I'm talking about. You're dangerous. The JB Dankwa incarnates. These are termites. You're dangerous beings. So your internet is save ye and Bonibia Kenoforiata Dibia evidence or the trail is there. And it's not to mean ye. Sanka internet in you. Sanka ye need information. We cannot access information around the world in a second. And can go forward. Mesinka Kenoforiata and can see an abed interview one-on-one. You know, my father is a Foriata, and you know my uncles, and JB Dankwatu is also a relative. We all went to Ghana to serve. As we speak, our lives is in danger. Our lives are in danger. That is why we have all bolted. I live here in DC. My other cousin, the Kufuad, is right now in the UK. I have another cousin, Gabi Ochidako. He is also in the UK. BD2 is here. He's sick. Hey, Obeka 7 months say, now hosting say, so how is it? How can a leader do that? We don't know. We have served our nation. I Kenoforiata was a finance minister. I saved the nation. I did everything in my capacity. Now, Brunito. So do you think there's anything the American government can do to correct this? Because this is not right. You've left home. You have family. So I believe that the American government right now, and I would like to respectfully tell the president, I'm very honored for keeping me here. I'm very, very honored because for somebody to save your life, giving you shelter, protecting you from harm, danger, persecution, I really want to appreciate the American people. Wow, I'm so sorry. We will take a break. Welcome back to the show. Mr. Foriata is still here with us. He's very sad, but I think we have to finish this conversation. Mr. Foriata, can you go on? I say, yeah, I think I can do that. I can. Yeah, your last question, what were you saying? Hang over, we actors for King, MPP, Foriata. Technology and technology. Technology. Technology.
I shouldn't have technology. I shouldn't have technology. Technology. I shouldn't have technology. I shouldn't have technology.
Technology and can go void me. Mesinka Mahamatiana kabeti Black Hawk US for land adeng anybody JJ Rollins no and no be no dey Kwame Nkrumah. Yeah. No mo she togo. JB Dankwamo ene omo nyina kogu UK Germany. Yebusam, why are you here? We have to come. They are after us. JJ Rollins Krampo dey ono break en bibia. 1992, George Rollins Bay Ghana, a democratic state. A one of Trump Kosha Bruchri. And almost started torturing. A leader who kills his own. Captions upon captions. Omugu abroche no mo pakigum. I said JJ Abonsam no cho obi eti Ghana. Inti abrofo saw JJ Rawlings as a military leader who is trying to act as a democratic leader. Oba Ghana yentu obi amore. Obi anwuye ye twisoroku. And so called UK. BBC 4 see Ghana being led by a killer. Because Ophoria Tapapanum, JB Dankwamo, Sanko Fono, Omushahono, mo tro articles, Chinabrofono. Nako Fomusu Trogum. The entire JJ Rawlings, he suffered from 1992 till JJ Rawlings left office. Now up a grant keke. After JJ was running this country on grants. Opelona unyebi. JJ Pelona unyebi. Oko Europe unya loan. Ghana so ye sika aveni ye jina ye na so. JJ Rakro with Penomatro Atwo. JJ Rawlings is still a military leader. He is lying. He's not a democratic leader. Hey! Rawlings nana yeresu dinechi no uraha no lie. Oha no nya grant kakra no de aba no de basic schools. Oha no nya grant kakra no rakosi de dam. Na manfo we chirogum no mu chirogum. They created this atmosphere to say obeba Ghana no anope bia no JJ the nipa 7 esi abonte no obo mu 2. Hey, go for we. Me say technology and save Ghana. Every criminal runs to the UK in Ghana. Chromophobia janiko UK. Chromophobia janiko UK. Every political criminal ends up in the UK. And I won't study it. And all the political criminals who run from Ghana are all from the NPP. They all end up in the United Kingdom. 1 or 2 in America. Majority of political criminals in Ghana, they all end up in the United Kingdom. Omutisa Island and so. Pasiadim Kwanamugu Island and so no more. Because you can need you can Brunino, only gold, only diamond, only shea. Who yes can now the bar, bet you what's now. Because only you cannot to an island so not. You can soon join New York. Into on contumbre. On onina nyadwa. Only bibia or empon chika crabin a good Ireland, ne chika credi brobo momori. Into no to where Jimmy now we are African politician where we are sick as over to down or house buy. But you already say, oh, deal sick at the chromos no. Into Omo will say MPP for Jimmy. Majority of the MPP politicians, all their properties are in the UK. They can't bring it back home. That is the NPP. Inti Adewe na we say yes say obia competition President Mahama say Yoni Kulendi ye free Supreme Court no Kufuado Gabi bedi etuo at a former Attorney General Godfrey Dame the Sakawa gang Achim Sakawa gang. Achim Sakawa gang, they are behind this because right now Tokono is not there, and Johnny Kulendi is not going to bow to them again. Johnny Kulendi at a point decided to sit back because of Tokono. Right now Tokono is not there. Johnny Kulendi will not bow to anybody. He is not going to do the bidding of the NPP. He's not going to do the bidding of Ekufuado. So what they want to do now is they want to destroy Johnny Kulendi, and that is a typical MPP Aparachi Galamsey Achim Sakawa gang strategy. Eya Jandam. This man, I've had my own problems with him, but I can tell you on authority, one of the judges who is qualified to be at the Supreme Court, Yoni Kulendi, qualifies to be there, and he deserves to be there. Yeah. Yoni Kulendi, he had his own flaws before he was called to the bench. But the honest truth is, those in the courts, there are some judges who are not supposed to be on the Supreme Court bench. A lot of question marks around them. But when it comes to Yoni Kulendi, as much as you have some issues that you don't like about him, he is intelligent to be on the bench. But these people believe or they think, say, so why you jumana maya, then you be kung yanu nyina form. That is what he's going to go through now. The NPP are dangerous people. Here are they. You see, Godfrey Dame, if what he is saying through this private citizen, our petition Ekufua John Mahama say, Yoni Kulendi, Sebio Jakwa, any Godfrey Dame, emiti ewo eye Yoni Kulendi Fia. Godfrey Dami should prove it. We want Godfrey Dami to prove it. At least Jakwa is proving the point with evidence. Say, this is my tape. Na say, Godfrey Dami was trying to tell me, was convincing me, was pushing me to lie under oath. Godfrey Dami should come out and tell us to say, the evidence in here prove say, Oshia Jakwa, Yoni Kulendi Fie, or my physical evidence. He has no evidence. He's just using hearsay. They just want to drag Yoni Kulendi down. They want to destroy him. The MPP. Mommy and Tinsi MPP for him. Na yenjujum.
Ona ye be ye no me na me ye ho adwuma. Abon na wo bono region no. Eduru say ye ko polling station abon na. Me na me ye ho adwuma. Enti wa wote WhatsApp platform so aso ko pe MPP atunu no. E be duro na adin because won to be. Me say won to be. When some pass abon and so abano won't to be because me nya sore ne me nya ti free na yem fa homa ntwe machiri e de se me kwa koduru ba bia se me ka kire car no me ye apostle ko Joseph me ka break nim nti car ne kwa me de me sabo car no mu anaka na nkasa gina me nya break ntum nti me ka se won't to be polling station one, me make sure say it's a matter of phone call. Nam si nipa sumasi, mon kra na free system no me no wawie. Ati mun nya dede no. This is not the first time.
Welcome to the MPP segment. Omunyina we weni kuma bra. Imrene du MPP for ma twame ache Kevin be kan yasem yatena wa ye di kura kum. Yentimi no, yentimi na. Kevin Taylor the asama basa obekan asem and then the caption is Kennedy Japan is reaping what he sowed. Again Kevin Ebeka. Again Kevin Taylor abrantie so pesikejwa kofi. Yesu ye timi fax kejwa kofi mano. You see again ye otiti ye te poi. Ya tna twan fini ye Kevin omo frɛ from Jack oba was so start. Cause this is chairman for red treasure for omo frɛ abena. Yes, who couldn't be started? You say, how bending? Because I me chimi muka krama men sorry. Yes, Kevin about over free. Yes, Kevin Bekanya some party ra. I open so Kevin Dill open so party ra. Waba I send people for open so me. Now open so baby. O two for open so Emma Sante. Yepe MPP open so no. Open so about I MPP open so. Maba. Yes, a bear money, why bear money opim so na or MPP so opim so aba. Omo from kwesi sorry o waba. Why you ready? I be record it. I ye record it. Ne ochina ye post to. Se see ade ya record ya. Se see ano ye ne ba omiafo. Kede tell us obeka kede Japan asem. Enti munye ready na mon record it. Mon record ya na ochina na ye record TikTok. I ho de text it. Ne ye de ko ginemu. I enti MPP opim so aba. I na opim so atena se. And then Nkoma Yebedino Efa MPP. And you know, everyone Philip almost through before FMPP. Now, your precise question is say, Kennedy e Japan. Answer na meka sa asem MPP for Monsa Nkoda. Me pese me bo video bi na me react to video no ansa na maka Kennedy Japan any MPP for primaries no ho asem enra ye hu video bi a eye Mahamudu Bawumia for say ne ka so be start Kennedy Japan de no ade na ode de start kwasiafo opem so strategy se om say amagwa na say ka Kennedy no be ka we say ode Bawumia na start this be nan Kennedy for so sorry mo sorry aba ke opem so start opem so ede eye Bawumia na started ne party ni media mi guno mi gigam gra mi yaba bonsu oguso nkwasiafo mometie ochina mko ana makoko MPP opem so when you kuma kene kekeda abowo dam se wani kuma yedan
se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba yedan eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba yedan eman
So when you kuma kenekekeda, so when you ansum kuma eyako is no mbo tu ojimfo. Sisi aze yede be hyehyado. Enra ene ete se eye abozege Mahamudu Bawumia ne campaign na oye no yenim se eye campaign for primary sir. Anase campaign for president yenim. Se se obusam se Bawumia campaign na oye no. Oye campaign se obeye MPP flag bearer. Anase oye campaign se obeye Ghana president. I don't know the difference between Bawumia ne campaign na oye no because I say Bawumia oni message krama MPP for na ebede no when message am Ghana for. Because you need to beat people in the primaries before you can be chosen as the leader of the party to come and face the lion. Now, you are among the sheep. You cannot convince the sheep to say convincingly, we all want you to be our leader. And your message, or they convince the sheep, no, it sounds more like a messenger. Opesa would go face the lion. I say Bawumia has lost focus. Adwene NCCA. Mahamudu Bawumia say the next NPP government, Ombiti, Canada Japan, Ombiti country, Ombiti Community Japan, Ombiti Edian, Omo Makano, or see, or Dinka government as a Akwan we you for flat. He is confused. He doesn't even know how to campaign. They say, Onim so Oba Beno, sir, or Onim the Onye, or see, the next NPP government will fully complete Agenda 111 hospital project. Or see, MPP abane ebano. Agenda 1111 hospital bi no mo ka so ma yeni nyina ewie no. Oso o mo sa ba dia mo ba yeni nyina Bawumia ene ka se mo me yankotie abozege. Me say problem dey somewhere but amam from person be jatum.
Yeti another one I made it by one constituency, one ambulance. We did that. We took 2,300 people into the National Ambulance Service. Another idea, Agenda 111. We're building these hospitals. NDC is not yet continuing with them. If they don't do so, when we come back, we will finish their Agenda 111 hospitals and employ people in them.
Peace FM.
Peace FM. Kwasiafo radio. Bawumia say Yanto abama MPP ba abemu bima in 42 years Eya Agenda 111 hospitals na oya campaign a few months ago kachere say we sini nyina ewie ema ni nyina light bubom se sia o se Agenda 111 hospital no omo ewie omo anye na se NDC aban anya ono Bawumia in 42 years omo ba omo beye and also Osa the policy be by any airden, Jumadi be by a friend, one district, one ambulance, or say or no. And this Nyans and a buyer. Nice about me, because I could for the no way Jimmy. Just a good for the because they be about me stage so. Or see me be a course when people be on at the buy. There's a good for the no and Jimmy. Or Nimyan se bia. Bawumia say, so one district, one ambulance, no. One constituency, one ambulance, no. And you're on at the buy. An idea. And ya obi idea no and the one district, one constituency, one ambulance. And also Agenda 111 so an agene. On the Agenda 111 buy. In Agenda 111 no in the next 42 years MPP ba power or beba be ni nyina. Won si bia okasa. Sa kwa we o sa kobusa ne say na NPP failures no eyo no na ma MPP lose election because that be any de me fan susume me na me the ambulance buy me na me the 111 idea buy but the failure of the NPP galamse na emene ye no ende minim hu bi akwa we yebusa de say 11 no or say 11 on one thing wasem kra eye cabinet on tin ho asem no on ka ho bibia na enye bia wa ban no ba omia nim ho hwe akwa we say oba Agenda 111 no mka kire emre bi so ma ye wie no yesi ade waje tum so ma anye ene so waje tum so ma anye dia then it means National Cathedral na esi wo no ade choba be ka kire mo say eno so no oba be ye. You see Bawumia ne message na ekuta no onye stable nti onhye na hu sibia onfa ne message ni magana for and Bawumia problem yan say Bawumia is a liar enti okasa na ohwe ne to na ohwe ne to na ne refi say ne be ma da ho so okata ne be ma so ana ne refi say na motuom da ho okata na motuom ana ne refi say ne hwe asensen ho Okoso de sure muso no muso ne nti da o. Enti Bawumia no de bia no ordinance e kata bibi so. And he's not consistent when it comes to his messaging. The same person taking credit for one district or one constituency, one ambulance, agenda 111. Ubu said the same person about e-levy or so. Ubu said the same person about the dollar, how they left the dollar at 17, 18, or said they wonim. Ubu said something about Galamsey, how they issued 2,500 licenses, or because said they wonim. Ubu said issues about Nyoma course or Ghana under their leadership as say Chrono, or because said they wonim. But when did your Kai, when would your Kai positively and dia? This is not a guy to be trusted. Samira Bawumia, Onim Bawumia Bema Tinting, because Bawumia has lied to her about it. And you see, I keep telling you, this guy is so shallow, so easy to read. This guy is not a politician. He is a pure in and out comedian. And you see, Wama Atro Edinenima to the point to say he cannot focus and say one thing that is true. Every single thing about Bawumia is a lie. How can you stand before Ghanaians? Prime Minister now Ukomudu Krampono, unim nipa obebitino. O kachire say in the next 42 years, NPP ba power. Agenda 111 over BC. But you were in Ghana telling us to say, we have performed better. We have performed better. We have performed better in all sectors. And then Agenda 111, they want perform better. And Bawumia, you see I can say, Obi, Otrofo, a liar. Obia, a person or the atro, ebedi to me. Bawumia is a typical example of a liar who basically has no shame. Now, Mahmoud Bawumia during the campaign, no, shall send me a catch Ghana for Agenda 111 hospitals, 70% complete. President Ekufuado na catch Ghana for now Bawumia and the cabinet. 2024 December 5th na aka 2 days emiako toaba Ekufuado ne Bawumia eka kire Ghana for say Agenda 111 hospitals 111 no omo a complete hospitals no 70% aka 30% pe na hospitals nya ye dwuma me no ka say you need one single Agenda 111 hospital in passing. This guy was in Ghana telling us say they have performed better in everything. In fact, Mr. S, when you open the Bawumia file, in fact, I need to find that we have performed better. Na membo nchiremo. Akwe catch the Ghana for say, almost as MPP, they have performed better in everything. Where is Mahmoud Bawumia's comedy? In fact, I need to find we have performed better. Na membo nchire Ghana for. You see, Bawumia, we did drama and then onim ne bema kura tintin senya ne bema tintin say 2 inches so say 3 inches onim because you see he lies about everything. I am looking for we have performed better. Mr. S, do you have that video? I am in Bawumia's file. I remember that video very, very well. And then we have performed better. And then we have performed better. And then we have performed better. This guy, at the end of the day, a year concert for 8 years. Besides, get me, we have performed better. Until you're dying, and we have performed better. Adane, when we come back to power, we will come and complete. Until we have performed better, no? What was it about? What did you perform better? Na Uye campaign, catch Ghana for. Besides, pull that video for me. We have performed better. Until you see, we are not supposed to give Bawumia any room in Ghana to even campaign to a dead man. Obi awowu. Me say, sa wode Mahmoud Bawumia ko gina eye mortuary ana morgue na okoye campaign kire efunu a okọ na se okase efunu ne nto aba omobetu etia. Me say, Bawumia nko awura mortuary na obia nya bibia no nko akoye campaign wo ho na ya ma obia nkoye campaign bi na ade eche na ka se efunu ne nto aba mochirema ne na beso omonsa ede atimu so dodo betu etia Bawumia. Ayura de jagobo Mahmoud Bawumia oni shame bia was as we so. His life has been about lies It has been about deceit. It has been about every negative thing in politics. Inti odu MPP for anima ohun amuso mo Jimmy. Mahamudu Bawumia owura mochi. Na okoye campaign. Na obia ewura mochi wo bi na ka ono nko a. Na so oye campaign na adeati na mochirema no koso owufo bia ansem so onto aba. Ye be kan ewie no ma tweet ya Bawumia. Because you see, Mahamudu Bawumia is the epitome of lies. Only consistent. And he sees everybody to be an idiot. This is Bawumia. This is Bawumia.
Overall GDP growth during your government is lower than ours. We have performed better than you. Chobe, when it comes to the economy, in the terms of agricultural growth, we have performed better than you. In terms of industry growth, we have performed better than you.
I need data. Can I get some data?
All GDP growth during your government is lower than ours. We have performed better than you. Chobe, when it comes to the economy, in the terms of agricultural growth, we have performed better than you. In terms of industry growth, we have performed better than you.
He was on campaign show telling Ghana for say he has performed better in everything. And so Adiachi, Akoya Sabeka just agenda 111 no near bois, yaba power be man ye beye. Otna sewia ho 8 years, one fan in Sanka. Otna kumewu 8 years, one fan in Sanka. Otna ayadien, hospitals akasia ho 8 years, one fan in Sanka. Waba opposition culture say, be a true for my opportunity. Na meba be agenda 111. Now nim dia ya. Bawumia true for to the point now at this point we expect to say nipa bi omo MPP mu a omo di Bawumia chi no, they will at least respect our intelligence as people. Now here Gideon Boakon oko asempa ti asemia oka
key for a lot of people. This is Dr. Bawumia's challenge. You've been part of a government, the performance per the results, and nothing to write home about. Why do you want us to give you that privilege?
Okay, so I am not admitting that MPP performance was a totally failure, but of course performance at the election one win it there. Obeka yeah, and can be our winner. But granted, sir. A MPP performance a year wa by na Ghana for, and you're on the street. You hear that, or a Muslim or free man pussy back to back. Okay, quickly. Granted, sir, a performance in T and a Ghana for Antuaba Maye. Pacho Timmy, it's an MPP party. Your modern more. One more money about me, Jano. Omuhana ye CPP ni. Omuhana ye NDC ni. And Omuhana ye PS ni. And I say. Me ankasa me nua panyini odik ene kai ko fa odik mra because ono na onye MPP ni na yankasa ono de na onka MPP party no what in the party na kire me na okay so eti omo de ba me agina ni nyina no omo nyina eye MPP for omo bia so ba be president a se ministers 50 60 no be yi omo a ye ni MPP for ya ye wo hoyi ye ni an obeyi ye de abu aban no Patriot mention us. It is a MPP for nya. MPP as say now must say a practice dia. And you obey president. Why mu na form do mabebu man? And yen sir. It is not about that. Say you feel say ye to an amobisa party. Ye kasaye ye ne no ma bi na anko ye tigana for to abatie ya. And no necessary tenase. Ni nyina as a political party who say de be yin no. Ye nyina ye tenase. Na to anamo we ni Ghana for akasa na party no edi asa abanya mo Ghana for anim. It is not about say media na men ka ban no mo jana kra no we bi a yewra kobra Japan free ma omo bia no mo ka ban no sabe omo hwa na nka ho bra champion no ye minister agric minister obeye deputy minister for national security meboa obeye deputy minister for interior yewra Canada Japan no ye board chairman Ghana Gas ne wife and so your board chairperson, no your chairman for the security committee in parliament, and I met a binomo campaign almost say I and so buy police and Crawford 20 ade. Now, why we are chairman of security committee or parliament, and they know you're deputy minister for interior. Why mu no more police and immigration? This anoman huajuma. It's all attempt to say yen say Baumia and PBB. It is not about the personality of Baumia. And nothing as I want now about time, and then I may catch them people before be say, look, yeah, I say in Nyansa Sabi previous, and if any be I say, or Munim Nyansa chair Ghana for. Because Ghana for him Gentia, a man to Aba Ama MPP. Say Tenase. Now your solutions are here proffer to address the problem, no. Address it the main reason to Ghana for to Abamaye. Near ko prescribe the wrong solution ma Ghana for be reject here. Because Ghana ni bia ote hono. Ubusa Ghana for say nipa duo street so na busa omo say kadienti a wan to aba ama NPP. And now one so young kwanko to aba. I don't think so benya more than nipa ba ko a obeka se ba omienti na man kwanko to aba. Ghana for the entire man to aba my NPP. But of course you know a party for. And I say you see a tuma go feel so ewa bonten. But of course I mean ka the Ghana for ka o mano. Say enunti no man to aba anfama NPP. Now person ujai sa no mani nyina egu ho. Now because a Baomian na yan to about man people, yes, Sabomia, near funny power from a Ghana for because moving some Nyasa Chaya because a near Baomia percent. But here Ghana fan. But here is a reporter, Modiasi, Nanya, a year, a moon katinka Kanaka Kasa A Dabi, say Dr. Baomia, one, the GDN cry a challenge. Na, I feel so, Yera, a year, John Dramani Mahama, of your Tiffy Mantem, Ghana for, so it goes beyond just the leader within the party MPP. The bigger picture is Ghana. Ghana for the Munyamama, John Dramani Mahama, Ufia Tifi. It's back to back again at Tifi Sano. It will be difficult. On the street, so these are the questions.
The problem I have with these journalists is the form, and so form deliberate. The question you asked him, I didn't know Yentua Bamamon, I didn't know candidate Bawumia. Gideon Boako did not even answer the question. Now, a journalist, I will answer the question. You jump to religion, the background of the candidate, John Mahama of Islam. No. When you ask the person the first question, it was about why should we as Ghanaians trust your candidate, Bawumia, who is going to represent a party that performed poorly. Now, Gideon Boako, in his answer, no, he even failed to admit to say it is through their performance as a government and a party. And to Muluzi, sir, echo that point over 1.8 million votes. He did not even answer it. You allowed the guy to keep talking. You see, that's why I keep saying the boy is something to read but don't Jimmy. Gideon Boako did not even answer the first question. Because the first question was that why should we vote for you again? Because people voted against this party, its candidate, because of their performance in government. What is their performance? Their performance was that corruption was part of us. The performance was that we have moved our GDP to a certain level that we could not contain. The performance was that our dollar, it was swallowing us. Dollar was almost 18. Performance was that Agenda 111, infrastructure-wise, we were at a deficit. The government could not build, retool our universities, our hospitals. Nothing was happening. The bad performance was that our roads had deteriorated for 8 years. We did not see any improvement. The performance was terrible. Inflation had gone through the roofs, 57%. So the question you asked him, he decided not to answer. He didn't want to admit to the failure on the side of the leadership of the government, which includes Bawumia Ekufuado and the president Ekufuado. Now, Gideon Boako as a politician, Wakochi Yumbo, Nikrom ni yeye galam say no. Gideon Boako, for all you know, Binyini Chano, and so and Okan Yumbo. Now, this guy refused to answer your questions. He goes on now to make it look like leadership failure is the party's failure. Until right now, what Gideon Boako was trying to do is say, don't blame only Bawumia, blame everybody. But then the same Bawumia, when he mounts stage, he will tell Ghanaians, I introduced 33 policies, and Bawumia has never said, through the help of Brani Champon, Kennedy Japan, Kentry, Kobre Japan, the NPP, we have introduced 33 policies. Mahamudu Bawumia dina stage or say I introduced 33 policies kwasia. But when it comes to the failure of the government, the party as a whole, you are trying to include everybody in that picture. That is what I keep saying. It's a journalist don't know what to Jimmy. Form. And you see, they don't understand follow-up questions. When people are speaking, they have already made up their minds. And a question way, the controversial one, the background, the religious, but that is not important. The guy did not even answer your question in the first place. Why are you jumping to the background? Why are you jumping to religion? Why are you jumping to where they're coming from? The guy needs to tell us why we should believe Bawumia and the MPP now, because of their terminal report. That when you show to them, everything on it is F. The guy refused to answer it. And when he came to the next question, to make him feel comfortable, he decided to brand everybody as a failure. There's a reason why there's somebody called the vice president, the president. There's a reason why somebody goes to cabinet, somebody does not go to cabinet. When Bawumia stands on stage, now catch a Ghana for say, my introduction 33 policies are, he is taking the credit for himself. So why is Bawumia not taking the fall? But Bawumia wants to take the fall with everybody and take the credit alone. And that is the problem with the MPP Bawumia team. That is my problem with them. And you see, these journalists, Jimmy, they are not able to push these people to the corner. Because this questioner, you cannot just jump and come and tell me, Japan, Brady Champo. No, I want you to tell me, because we can see clearly the performance was bad. Mahamudu Bawumia was held in 2014, 15, 16 because he said he's an economist. He was going to move our economy to a better position. So you need to prove to me why for 8 years I gave him that opportunity and he actually messed it up. You don't come and tell me that because somebody is contesting Bawumia's sin, at the end of the day, we should force other people to take Bawumia's sin. Motetegana na monfre Samira first lady to be. Adentina monfre Obabia first lady to be, because mo person projected Bawumia na ire. So they have to be presidential. Now bonene ne bilini badia enkwasi afodi de di Bawumia de onkodi chips. And this is what I talk about every single day. Journalism ejumano, you don't need to have a PhD. You need to be smart. You need to think ahead of the person you are interviewing. You need to understand. You need to control the narrative. You are supposed to let the person sitting in front of you know, say, you are abreast of the issue. He cannot underestimate your thinking. Indeed, what you want is what has to be said. And it's not like you forcing the person, but the right and reasonable answers has to be given to the listeners. Because Obia Otie Ubiano, you are his mouth and ear. You are his voice. Into where Jimmy now to wana Nipano Busano question. Na Nipano to wano, when to me amount answer, you jump to religion and their background. Yes, President Mahama. What has Mahama got to do with this conversation? In short, Gideon Bwaku could not prove to Ghana for say Mahamudu Bawumia is not a failure. Mahamudu Bawumia, Gideon Bwaku, only a special aide and advisor to Bawumia, could not sit on radio to tell Ghana for say Bawumia is not a failure. He is trying to make everybody who is part of the NPP a failure because they don't want to admit to say Bawumia has failed. And then Amokache say Bawumia is an economist. And then Amokache say Bawumia was credentialed than anybody else in Ekufuadu. So today, if we are seeing the negatives, why are you trying to lump everybody and say, oh, Mahamudu Bawumia, and Kennedy Japan not to board, so Brady Champo no deputy minister? I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. I fucking care about what job your candidate did. Because everybody have their individual resume. I am looking at Bawumia's resume. I am questioning you on the resume. I am not questioning you on an MPP resume. I am questioning you on Mahamudu Bawumia's resume. So don't tell me that you were sitting in the same class with Kennedy Japan. So whatever Kennedy Japan got, we have to use that to judge you or admit you. You need to tell me as a member of the class and as an individual who sat for your personal exams, why did you come out with this number? You as a journalist, you sit there, now do you think this will convince anybody to vote for Bawumia? No. He could not justify why Ghanaians should vote for Bawumia if these animals decide to make him flag bearer. And you see, we have been doing this job for a long time. The reason why Debbie Ametrana Makache Ghana for say MPP for Jimmy. Mahmoud Bawumia and I'm Ghana and Okacha Ghana for say we are sorry. We are sorry. He's apologizing on behalf of himself and appointees. Hey. And you see, let's get serious as a nation. The NPP, Bawumia, these people are jokers. And some of the media journalists from TTV, now, I want to discuss something with you today. And what I want to discuss with you, is got to do with Kennedy Japan. It's got to do with the primaries now. Now, there's something going on, I believe, say, as a Ghanaian, we say Kennedy Japan, the Ekoso, in summer omo kachreno. Nipa bi omo party nim, omo kache Kennedy Japan, science semono, o deserve ana. Is he actually reaping what he sowed? Kennedy Japan at a point, nyome bia or ye as a politician, no, eno na ende onya hwa ketua ewo MPP mu ana. Somebody will ask this fair question. Let me be very honest with you. Osha Bawumia campaign, Kennedy Japan campaign now. The Bawumia campaign team, they have been very, very diabolical, dirty, and stupid. As much as I don't care about Kennedy, I know Kennedy is not intelligent to be president. I know Kennedy is not ripe to even lead a chicken farm. Osha Omo campaign no mo yena. Bawumia group no. Enkofubu Bawumia group no, the way they are campaigning, the deliberate way omu gu Kennedy Japan we nimasi nipe bia omu nye nipa anka. With all due respect, Kennedy Krafie yakase omu mepe perform kra. Kennedy will not allow no. Today those people are looking in the face of Kennedy Japan, calling themselves MPP for, telling Kennedy Japan things on a normal day nobody would tell him. You ask yourself, Eibane saying tina and ye drew her. It is because Kennedy Japan dear odia yeno and na and the MPP for and Kwarano omu chachreno. And there are so many people in this party here. And I'm speaking, and I'm speaking as an MPP person today. You see, there be one party ni muno. There air koso. She ensembia ni peka. On a normal day. Abronya DC. Wakache obia wa party ni muse oya Bawumia nipa. Shensema abronya DC kafa Kennedy Japan. And you want to tell me, say, Mahamudu Bawumia has not heard any of these? No, he has heard it. Now, say Yatu Abani Ria, is Bawumia going to extend a hand to Kennedy to come and join him campaign around the nation? Anna? Because the kind of things are in Sema Abronya, chairman won't to me. Now, my member video been at a point, low life riff-raffs. Low life. Yakas will be a low lifer. Oni ekura. Oni bibian pochen ekura. The life is worth not more than a rat. Yakas say low life. Yes, boy bi. Minima da obe joining MPP. Koka o sedien. Ne sisru ha nyina washe. A low life rat. On Bobra. Because of Bawumia influence, because of what they are doing in the MPP, such a person to me tina TV so no akase or no pe obi a wabodam. Why should the MPP elect Kennedy Japan a wabodam to lead the NPP? A low life. When you listen, and these are things they are saying on Wuntumi Radio, and these are Bawumia's people.
Because they need direction, they need purpose. Now we be deal call for them. Me boss ye nya ni tu ho adwuma o ye mia ni ti so da nipa me ni adwuma ye mia ni tu so da na sa nipa ye bia ni tu so ma no kwa so contest election ni ya kwa hin obi a what can be party we be deal call for them. Me boss ye nya ni tu ho adwuma o ye mia ni ti so da nipa me ni adwuma ye mia ni tu so da na sa nipa ye bia ni tu so ma no kwa so contest election ni ya kwa hin obi a what can be party we be deal call for them. Me boss ye nya ni tu ho adwuma o ye mia ni ti so da nipa me ni adwuma ye mia ni tu so da Na sa nipa ya bia ni tusu man kwa so nko contest election ni yakwa hin. Obi a waka gi party ni.
Saboy we etna ready say ba omia ye ne boss. Na ono ne boss e ba omia ye mbie ni tiri so. Na e den ye fa obi a ye bie ni tiso a technically wa bodam to come and lead the NPP. Or to chairman won to me radio so. And all catch we say ready go Kennedy Japan. Because of politics, boy we the coca was a ding. A low life Kennedy car tie back a bit much a boy we and then a make copies of move. Kennedy Japan the car tie back a bit much a boy we ne ma men and papa a copies of move. But boy we because of politics, Baumia a shed the chi. It's not TV so because of primaries. A bien and catch Kennedy say or no boss Baumia yen bien adwene so. On board dam. Na yeden ye kofa obi a ye bie na adwene se on meye party ni flag bearer. I'm going to be very honest here. Ma hu se Kennedy nkofo no eye campaign, but when you compare Bawumia nkwara no nyoma omoka. In summer omoka wo TV so the radio so against Kennedy Japan. Then I ask myself, Kennedy Japan, and after all this, Sankofo we frau sebedi omuchi ye campaigner. Are you going to get up from your house to say because of party unity? After all these things, in some way, you gather your people to follow Bawumia to go and campaign to make Bawumia president. Now, low life way catch the bottom. You cannot lead the MPP. I'll be disappointed. Say, after all this, say we a Kennedy Japan, I was sorry. Say, I am going to follow Bawumia. Say, boy, we will see you as a madman. Because Uncle say a hook a crampo beton so. Say, asoma mi be manwa king. A your party na mi wom. Party a wom oni position o. Bawumia na hwe no. Abronya de oyema Bawumia. Na ye den na low life way. Ohie ni ba. Na sesro ha nyina etutu. Eye artificial na hye. Otumi tena radio so ka say, "Wo Kennedy, ye bie wa adwene so no wa bodam, you don't deserve." Ono ne boss Bawumia on board am o. Asante na all ka wono. Asante na all ka akira wo Kennedy Japan. And it's so I just want to ask my Kennedy, maybe some a simple question. It's when you and do we are upon in some uncofo when you king. And how aggressive they are just because of power. Are you going to tell your people, your beloved followers, who are going to be beaten on election day? Some of them who are going to lose their lives, which I know for a fact, because the Bawumia MPP, Omutimono, they have decided to do everything to win these elections. Eddie Kennedy, are you going to get up and come stand on TV and say, Ghana for me pese me di Bawumia chi na Bawumia equity president inti montuma Bawumia? Are you going to do that? Akompreko. Is that what you represent? Video no sha ya emu ehwem hwe video na. It is painful
because they need direction, they need purpose. Now we be deal call for them. Me boss ye nya ni ti ho adwuma o. Ye mia ni ti so da. Nipa me ni adwuma ye mia ni ti so da. Na sa nipa ye bia ni ti so man ko so go contest election. Ni ya kwa hin. Obi a waka gi party ni. Me boss ye nya ni ti ho adwuma o. Ye mia ni ti so da. Nipa me ni adwuma ye mia ni ti so da. Na sa nipa ye bia ni ti so man ko so go contest election. Ni ya kwa hin. Obi a waka gi party ni. Me boss ye nya ni ti ho adwuma o. Ye mia ni ti so da. Nipa me ni adwuma ye mia ni ti so da. Na sa nipa ye bia ni ti so man ko so go contest election. Ni ya kwa hin.
No, this is disheartening, and I don't blame these people who are being sponsored by Bawumia to do this. It's fine. The party is behind these people. They have rigged the elections already. They will rig, Bawumia will win. But I want to see if Kennedy Japan has integrity, has credibility. In the Sankofu where we are, So the eka ye nyina mama mfrɛ man fanko. Kennedy Japan we wona wonkofo nyina mama mrambe di ba omiechi. Na wona so wa bodam no. Wo Kennedy no se ye bie wa adwene so no. Wona refraps ase wo kwasea se wa adwene nya adwuma no. Na wafa enkofo ma. Say yankodi ba omiechi no nkodi president in the name of party. But anya in the name of party na nkofo kasa ansem way. People are saying these things in the name of party. It hurts me. People are saying all these things against you because in the name of party. So are you going to use in the name of party? Senkofo we sisi wie. Omo bomu wie. Eji 2 mini wie. Are you going to say in the name of party? Inti omo amodi omo kra to ho. E supporting your musika. They should listen to these things and follow by Omiana. You're right, Yankobo. Yeah, my man can be show. I might have my differences with Kennedy Japan, and everybody knows it. Kennedy Japan, when I go back and forth, we have even ended up in court. He's not an enemy. The right thing was supposed to be done, and it was done, and I walked out as the victor in court against Kennedy. And it is on record. But you see, for Kennedy to be subjected to stuff like this abuse, this kind of thing, because he says he also wants to lead the party. He says Obi bedi party nim and you lose e could do 38% into a person or no subedi nim. Now who send your party no Ghana begina tum. What is wrong about that? Yen nyina ne party nim. And ye yi asime se onko di enim. And ye lose margin binsi world politics muda. And on so hunu say okay. Mesuma menko ebia Ghana fo hu mi a me hu be yo makono. No mo the same party na ba power biem. Why is this going on? Why is Baumia? Why is all this going on? And then Baumia ko shen kwarachi or party nim. Baumia cannot tell me, oh, my brand and cannot say, my boss. And this boy has been eating from Baumia's house. He has stood on different platforms to say, he's campaigning for Baumia. Or say, my boss, yem be an adjum, yem be an itiso, on board amo. Na ya den a party team yama bodam ni bedi enim. Na opesa bodam ni bedi enim, on penema bodam ni bedi enim. Bodam fo echi fo na opesa be campaign ma. I am being real on this matter. I don't fucking care about the NPP. But Ubebusa said, Kennedy, is he reaping what he has been sowing for years? At the point that Kennedy calling for, he was calling for war in Ghana. We were telling you, Kennedy, at the point, you Kennedy Japan, you were saying things you're not supposed to say. John Mahama, Otina TV, so can say, John Mahama. We were telling you, and the rats, riffraffs, and the Baumia is empowering nobodies to sit on national television on Chairman to Miss Radio to tell the world to say, oh, you be with this one bodam. You don't have the right. Party now do sika shebuno. Party now okawana mochechere no. You what bodam until you don't have the right to lead the party. Jack. Kennedy, I make a big intro. Sometimes when I sit here and I tell Ghana for say, Megu pathway, it is for the good of all of us, Kennedy. I know sometimes on Timase, MPP for Timase. So Metrana Meka say, I was saying a good pathway, Megu 2028, it's for the benefit of all of us. Mahamudu Bawumia will rig the elections. The executives in the MPP, they will rig the elections. Abronya catch them. Chairman voting in Ayo Majuni say, they are going to be selective who votes and who doesn't vote. They are going to use the party, also Baumia Wati, a whole party army. They are going to they will win, they will rig. But after rigging, Yenya ya bodam, Yenya ye Jimmy, Yenya ye Nimiansana. Are we the ones you are going to extend a hand to? Also, I abronye yes anyuma winina. Baumia Nimiansa, Kobekas abronye. You know, they are okay Canada no wedding. I want to make a statement on what the things you are saying. Sabaumia, you're intelligent politician. Obefra Bronya Shademaka say, you know something? We might need these people because we win the elections. We are going to rig. In fact, the way you are going by your conversation, and now your communication MYA. We are regional chairman. You are not just anybody in the party. I am going to speak against what you are doing. And what I'm going to do is say, I am going to tell you to tone down, and so that we should all come together and have a healthy campaign. After that, you can go back and start doing your things. Do that, Keke. It is called for the optics and your politics. We are strategists. My politics are check. But you see, Bawumia is looking on. He's watching Abronye. He's watching Chema Untumi. He's watching these boys. They are empowering them. Fanti comedy mo and Kwasiadio mo ye. These people, Bawumia is still sponsoring them because they want to destroy people. Not just destroy them. They want to take them out of the political cycle. And what Bawumia does want to do to Kennedy is say, I'm person good anymore to the point Kennedy. Baby, that is why this boy can sit on Wood TV to say Kennedy abodam. No, none of boss Bawumia bodam.
Because they need direction, they need purpose. Now we be deal call for them. Me boss ye ni tu ho adwuma o. Ye mi ani ti so da. Nipa me ni adwuma ye mi ani tu so da. Na say nipa ye bia ni tu so man ko so go contest election. Ni akwahin. Obi a what can be party. Me boss ye ni tu ho adwuma o. Ye mi ani ti so da. Nipa me ni adwuma ye mi ani tu so da. Na say nipa ye bia ni tu so man ko so go contest election. Ni akwahin. Obi a what can be party. Me boss ye ni tu ho adwuma o. Ye mi ani ti so da. Nipa me ni adwuma ye mi ani tu so da. Na say nipa ye bia ni tu so man ko so go contest election. Ni akwahin. Obi a what can be party. Me boss ye ni tu ho adwuma o. Ye mi ani ti so da. Nipa me ni adwuma ye mi ani tu so da. Na say nipa ye bia ni tu so man ko so go contest election. Ni akwahin. Obi a what can be party.
Sad, man. This is sad. Bawumia betu Kennedy or party nim. Hey, this is sad, man. And Obibeka say, oh Kevin, MPP asem, you can't bear remember, me tight MPP. Fine. The leadership is bad, it's terrible. But what I am seeing at time, yeah, it's terrible. At time. It is disgusting. The MPP ni I'm actually who I'm sure the ekoso. But this is bad. And it hurts me. Kennedy is not good for his health. This going on. Kennedy ba national boy we. And this boy sits on Wontumi TV. Near man of time. Enrichi Kennedy Japan. The campaign communicator, lead communicator, or call Wontumi radio so almost cancel show no. Almost almost pene no. Kennedy Japan. The campaign no. You see the poor customer campaign no. Call Wontumi radio so akokasa. Almost show no because one funny Jimmy nko. You see, so the platforms no, they have built it to attack Kennedy. And they have to, because Kennedy, this is what your record shows. Adia why you know and ankorana de maun. The showdown now. Imbrebi who call it for war. Imbrebi who say kokuma hama. Imbrebi okay can someone. These people were watching you. They were listening. They were taking inspiration. Are you blaming me? Are you blaming them? You need to blame yourself. But are you going to be stupid to, at the end of the day, tell people following you to go and follow Bawumia after doing this? No. Then you are not human. Then you have no integrity. Because from what is going on, it is a deliberate attack to destroy you as a person. I can tell you on authority, you cannot beat Bawumia. The system has rigged the elections there already. Hey, yeah. Me, I keep saying, I feel bad for you, Kennedy. Bawumia, a side party, no. I destroy everything. It is not worth following. It is not worth investing in. How can a regional chairman sit on TV and boldly say this?
Abona wabuno region no eduru say ye kwa polling station abona me na me ye ho adwuma enti wa wote WhatsApp platform so aso ko pe MPB atunu ebeduru na adin nim because won to be Me say won't to be. When it some pass aboni and fabano won't to be because me sorry me free na yemfa man twimachiri. And this I me kwa kodruba bi asese me catch the car no me apostle Joseph me car break him. Nti car no kwa me de me sabo car no mo anaka na nkasa gina me nye break ntum nti me ka say won't to be polling station one man make sure say it's a matter of phone call nam si nipa chumasi mon kra na free system no me no wa wie ati munya dede no this is not the first time
obi amu ha bia no 1998 say you repeat omo to aba 1996 e bia na mo to 2003 2023 yes, I repeat to some about 2046. And I said, and yes, I repeat to you. And to the master, sir, I am about 80 and I repeat to you. Sadia 40 near repeat you because the people do Namari Bako, na Papa Bako. No more. Nasa, I did you back on better. First, I form mobile gas. And as a canal Becca, I'm a warrior. And Ramuno, and the Diamono. Not as they say of the set issue, any Nadia. Another unit, as you say, of the set joke of Mini Nadia. As so,
Shebibi. Patina say. But what I can tell you, Kennedy, and say, you know, it is up to you. I know you are swallowing a lot of things. It is better you be yourself than to allow these rats to kill you. Be yourself, Kennedy. You are not yourself. Be yourself. Let the people in the party know who you are. Let Ghanaians know who you are. We don't even know who you are again. And internet rats like these can sit on TV and say, Wabodam. Nobody respects you again. Be yourself. Be yourself. Let the people know who you are. Are you going to go back and support these people after all these derogatory things? A man from do which some have integrity. But not because of politics in tea. But Umia deliberately runs you through the shit. Be yourself. When you are yourself, you are a proud man. Right now, I don't see you as a man who is proud. I see you as a political slave. You are soaking pain because of power. You are soaking insults, disrespect because of power. The same people dragging you through shit are going to tell you to kneel and walk behind them for them to be given bigger power. Are you okay, Kennedy? We are okay. Think about this. They will rig the elections, whether you like it or not. But the people behind you are yedi or matem. Sankura weti TV so kasa wa bodam ebi ka o yiri ka o ma. Nipa ya set your almost sell integrity. The omo yano is not going to be recovered again. Are you going to say party in tea? You are going to follow Bawumia around the country as a dog? Are you going to say party in tea? Uno supporters ebedi Bawumia and Sankura wechi as a dog? What the dignity to be ebedi Bawumia chi say kramain. Na compare kunya from the entire from unya junso krobo. It is because of something. Be yourself, Kennedy. Be yourself. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. Ochina Mijinim. We will discuss Ghana. We are all messengers who are ready and willing to speak truth to power. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers. Good night. Gim.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No, no, answer my. I watch it. You will for Belgium, it was two Belgium, why you're why round, why you're why round, Why you yell? Why
No. Come upon. I'm sorry. Nan come upon. But there's one video be it really worries me. Nan come upon. Normally I don't do this. Why in Sambia omo catch Kennedy.
In National Council. Mumisa Kodia said this planning committee report whereby say a nipa say MPP amanyoku say a person kuoni ye a nipa or damage kuonu okita anti-party behavior our MPP amanyoku eye Kennedy a Japan asin dumping destroyer otimi koton ye seat edema A+ or no. A report no wo kodua hosisi ai eye kodua nanim ne ntia this planning committee aye report di abase yem pan Kennedy Japan free kuonum na kodua te report no so emra bi baba e beka ho asem after 31st no ye be bisa kodua ne ntia ote sa report no so na de ya din ne ye nyina ye observe ya observe niama emre bi beba ye de beso kodua na nkasa kon ne ya bisa ne say party no was structure ne bi ni say this planning committee report to abase Kennedy Japan ni behavior a different man panyin kofo penso wo mo chronicle niama Kennedy Japan aya ama MPP amanyokuo enya kono this planning committee no chronicle sa niama ni nyina awo Jasin Kodua okita report no wona nim nyanti abesin ne wonle sa report no before the National Executive Committee and National Council enti mo amoka anti-party no obia nim sa abronya na abronya attack MPP obia ntena babia nka se MPP me ntena babia nka se MPP ye failure na mo candidate no samoma dwene ya mo say attack Kennedy Japan ya attack MPP dia anya na ne wo madwene mu no e wo fam kakra
just say we are regional chairman that this is despicable and this is sponsored by Baumia cannot tell you and I that he's not heard this and Tiensema Abronya a regional chairman eka and see what the young people in the party Kennedy this is beyond everything and I know that they are going to switch on your wife because that is a conversation that has gone on. Oh, sir, Coca was a dear boy, no. Baumia ne rent mano. These are people who are being fed like dogs by Baumia. Coca, I have an MPP WhatsApp group. Kennedy, sometimes you need some evidence to give you reality check. Hey, I will show you what they are saying in their closed door WhatsApp group. You'll be shocked what they want to do to your wife. And abronyamu ye way. You are seeing it. Into when you now and we are dear baby obesa suma onko for do which say in the name of party. What you asma na blonyeka? Wona wo ye antichrist or party. In the name of party nti omo ye we no. Odi in the name of party nti be da ne kramain. Editaniwe chisonko campaign na because sataniwe so buwa and come catch them in call for me say hey mama yemfa enidie Emma Kennedy but you see in all this Mahmoud Baumia is quiet. He's enjoying it because it is playing well for him. And Mahmoud Kennedy more advice no more MPP from the Kennedy you need to understand it is better the party stays in opposition. Right? They have already rigged the elections. But the chart about how they planned the rigging. They have finished rigging the elections. They are a waste of money. They are a waste of money. Hear what Abronya was saying. A party reporter will be ready. You say, and the party in a co-position. Partners say ye nyina no chrono galam say e wisam nyina ye say wo and I was say party the co-position. These same people will turn around and say Kennedy bekan ye hone yenko campaign. They are calling you antichrist. because Mahmoud Bawumia has given them the green light. Jack, I'm sad today, eh? It is worrying. And you might not like me as an MPP person, it's fine. But I do sometimes we need to protect our integrity. Sometimes we cannot be dogs all the time. We cannot be used as dogs all the time. And that is what Bawumia wants to do to you, Kennedy. He wants to do now. They want to turn you into a dog because they know no matter what they do to you today, you will still come back and say, "Party, let me follow them and campaign for them." Jack, damn it, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers. Abuache.
Yo, we are best fishermen. Solo for no answer, mate. Abuache. You will for Belgium Fund. It was the Tia Belgium Fund. It was two Belgium Fund. Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Super why round what? It was for Belgium Fund. It was the Tia Belgium Fund. It was two Belgium Fund. It was the Belgium Fund. Why you're here? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? I want it. Original. I will go for bad. I want to tell bad. Where you mind rumba? Yo, we are best fishermen. Solo for no answer, mate. I watch it. You will for Belgium Fund. It was the Tia Belgium Fund. It was two Belgium Fund. Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Super why round what? It was for Belgium Fund. It was the Tia Belgium Fund. It was two Belgium Fund. It was the Belgium Fund. Why you're here? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto?